So the internet's been ablaze, after your controversial opinions on the growth of the NBA. Now you said, and I quote, 80s cannot compete with 90s, 2000s, and now. It is a pointless argument. Bill Laimbeer, I don't know why he caught the slander, but I do get it because it was February. Bill Laimbeer cannot play basketball today. His defense does not work today. So a lot of people got in their feelings, took it personal. I don't think none more than Chris Broussard and Rob Parker, two gentlemen I respect, hosted the Odd Couple pod on Fox Sports. And they were in their feelings. Did you hear what they said, Gil?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. You heard all of it?
Yeah, I got it translated for me.
Some transcriptions and all that good stuff.
Translated for me a little bit.
So what's your response to them saying that you don't understand basketball? Understand the game, I believe is what they said.
You know what's so funny? That's the same complaint we have about them, that they don't understand the game because they've never played it. Well, my knowledge for the game, I was actually being nice, right, by calling them drunks. I was being nice, but if we want to see my knowledge of the game, when it merged in, 76, the NBA had a really big problem with the booger sugar from the NBA, right? I was trying to spare, but, since we want to talk about it, 70s, 80s basketball, the league was having a really bad image problem with the Tony Montana. That's what inspired the movie Scarface, because all the NBA players are just coked out. Like, I don't even know why we even playing this game. The whole 70s and 80s NBA league was just on
drugs.
They were just on drugs. Like, it was
performing though. I would say they were performing.
They should have. They was on that hard rock candy.
That cocaine up and
down. Like, I don't understand what we're talking about here. Because whenever they make an argument or try to make a point, they use the same 6 players. The same 6 players to make arguments. Okay, we're gonna take those 6, we're gonna move them. How about the other fucking 450 players that played in the 80s? The Knicks teams where they were throwing games for that drug. The Phillies teams where they were throwing games for the drug. That's the type of league that it was. They were literally throwing games for drug habits. Wow. And you're telling me that's the era that's supposed to be this golden shit? It's only golden because it was the merge. Then you had Magic and Bird being the face of the league at that point in time. And race wars going on. You had every black person, Spanish person on the West Coast rooting for Magic Johnson and the Lakers, because there was only fucking 2 TV channels. Either you're going to watch the Lakers or you're going to watch Boston. And then you had everybody over in Boston rooting for the Legends.
So what do you say, because we're going to get into it a little bit. Normally we don't like to feed the trolls, but, we were touched by it. We talked about it yesterday during our pre-production meeting. So MJ and Akeem are a part of the 80s generation.
Cap.
Cap Rooney? Cap? What kind of cap?
Okay, see, this is... So I can break it down. It's Chris, right?
Chris Broussard.
Which one called me Willis?
That was Rob Parker, I believe.
He's stuck in the 80s, as you can see. We just call him Willis. Yeah, that fucking show was like mid-80s. Yeah.
Different stroke,
but you said that was mid-80s, right? It's fucking stuck out there. So this is how it works. All right, so we'll use the 80s. So 1980 to 1984, those are your decade players, right? You don't want to be drafted in 85 or 84, 85 or 85, 86, right? Those were called tweeners. That's your tweener years. Anybody after that, you might as well look to the new decade, because the fact that 77, 78, 79 players, they go through your first 3 years. So basically in the NBA, it's going to take you about 3 years before you can actually get into your groove, right? So those 70, late 70 players, they're going to be priming soon as the decade starts in the 80s. So they have 10 years of work they're going to do. Anybody 85, which is going to be Jordan, Hakeem, and Barkley, you have to come out the gates running, man. So even the great Jordan, he still don't make the first team decade averaging 36 and all that, because he still only played 5 years. So he has 5 years worth of stats versus someone who played that decade for 10 years. So when you do the decade count, Jordan ranked 8th, Hakeem ranked 10th, Barkley didn't even rank in the top 10 because of that, because he started off the first 2 years. So those players after 84 going on, they're not going to be all decade players. So they will be priming in the following year. That's why Jordan is considered a 90s player.
Well, Jordan did win 4 of his 5 MVPs in the 90s. He did win 1 in the 80s.
He was a 90s player.
6 finals MVPs came in the 90s.
90s player.
His only defensive player of the year, though, came in
The only two people I've ever heard called him an 80s player was Chris and what was his name?
Rob Parker.
Call me Willis. Him. Yeah. Those are the only two people I've ever really heard him call Michael Jordan an 80s player.
So I guess the question, if you're saying the game has evolved, 80s can compete with 90s, 2000s, is 80s Jordan better than 90s Jordan?
Really? See, that's
got to ask, Gil.
But that's what you do.
Host.
Can the 80s Jordan beat the 90s Jordan? No. Can the 90s Jordan, can the 80s Hakeem beat the 90s Hakeem? No. So what they try to do is then say, Hakeem Olajuwon was whooping on Shaquille O'Neal. You mean Hakeem, the MVP the year before, beating on a third-year Shaq? That's just like Jokic, Embiid, Greek the Freak beating on Wiseman. Obviously. Yeah. That is fucking obviously. It's the arguments you're making don't even make sense. Like, those guys are considered 90s players. Even in the 90s, Shaq was 92, and he's third team. He's third team all decade in the 90s. He's first team in the 2000s. You know what I mean? So it's basically your following year where you come in. But again, you move those 6 players out. Tell us about the rest of those cocaine ass heads. So, you know what I mean? Let's not forget let's not forget what the 80s basketball was really about. Yeah. Like, let's really not sugarcoat. I shouldn't have said sugar. I shouldn't have said sugar because they was all on that. You know what I mean?
Again, when you're talking about this knowledge, what are you basing this off of? Research, or did you actually?
Did
you play basketball?
I played.
Were you all NBA level player again?
I was 3-time all NBA.
You did that 3 times.
So, when we're sitting, gotta remember, I'm 92. You know what? I got my cell phone.
What, 01, 02?
I was 2001. So I'm at the prime. I'm at the beginning of the era. Now, so, if nobody knows this, I'm going to give you a list of the top 24 players in the 2000 decade.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. The best 2000. Listen to these names. Let me know if you hear any name that came in 2004, 2005. LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, Dirk, Dwayne, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Ray Allen, Chris Webber, Paul Pierce, Chauncey Billups, Yao Ming, Baron Davis, Carmelo, Tony Parker, Paul Gasol. That's my era. It's hard for, certain players. So the youngest players, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Yeah, they came in they came in 2002, 2003. You know what I mean? So it's hard for anybody after that to make the team because you're losing to the mid 90s players that's priming right now. So that's what the Chris is in. What's his name again?
Rob Parker.
Guys like people like him who just watch games, they don't really understand it. So people that are like players that are in their tweening years, you can just be stuck. You can have a great career and not make your decade team because you came in at the wrong era. So that's why Jordan is not considered an 80s player. He's considered a 90s player because when he came into the 90s, him, Barkley, and those are the same people he used the tweening player. He was better off just saying Magic Johnson and Bird. But that was it. That was the whole era, Magic Johnson and Bird. If you do the this is how you can tell. Shooting guards, right? Since we're not using Michael Jordan in the 80s as a shooting guard, but you can if you want to, we'll go with, you got Clyde, you got Gervin, over here, right? Then they own those are superstars. Now, we got, was it Gus Johnson? Who was a guy on the Knicks who was high all the time?
Who was it, though?
Ray, something Ray.
Oh, Sugar Ray. Oh,
no, not Sugar Ray. It's Sugar. Anytime you say Sugar, I'm pretty sure they lighten up right now. Michael Ray Richardson. And then you had
Had to go overseas. Hooper.
I always want to say Theo Ratliff, but it's Theus, Reggie Theus.
No Reggie Theus slander on the show.
No Reggie Theus.
Hang time.
No.
Hang
Okay,
time's
so
finest.
those are the top 4 shooting guards. The last 3 couldn't shoot for shit, right? Just all they couldn't shoot to fucking save their life. Now we put them in the 2000s, right? You got Kobe, Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson. Who the fuck is those? Who are they guarding? And then we come off the bench, we got Ray Allen, T-Mac, and Vince. What are we talking about here? They should drug test. Someone need to drug test Chris, and what's his name again?
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker. They should be drug tested right now. I'm serious. This is embarrassing.
And the last thing I'll leave with, I think they try to say that you don't know basketball. And I'm looking at a man who dropped 60 points on Kobe Bryant, not knowing basketball. If you knew basketball, you might have dropped 120 on him, Gil.
I swear to God, listen.
180?
This is how great my basketball knowledge is. Bill and Beer, right? I said he wouldn't play in today's game. I really meant that shit, because he wouldn't. Like I'm sorry, but you know he was drafted with Magic, right? He was drafted in the same draft class. You wouldn't know him because back then they had fucking 7 drafts. They had 7 rounds. 170 to 250 people were being drafted in the 70s and the 80s. Now, I want you to do math and tell me which league, which time is easier to make the NBA. 90s moving forward, 54 spots. 80s, 170 to 250. It looks like they were just doing David Stern was like, hey, you want to play? Huh? You want to play? Huh? You want to play? Huh? You want to play? Come on. He was just fucking picking anyone who touched the basketball at any point in life was on inside the draft. There was a bum where I lived. And he was rambling and said, I got drafted. He was like, I got drafted in the 6th round back in 1985. Get the fuck out of here. No, he was right. He was right. He was just drafting anybody. So when I say Bill and Beard wouldn't make today's NBA, listen, he was drafted in the 3rd round. 3rd round. If he was 10 years older, he wouldn't have been in the league. Okay, he wouldn't have been in this league, right? Like we know what our 2nd round looks like, right? 30 players in the 2nd round, 20-some players in the 2nd round, 4 to 10 might play 2 years and above. The 80s had 5 more rounds of bullshit.
That's crazy.
Right?
I never knew that.
No, they had 5 more rounds. They had fucking 200 people coming in. As they should.
Anybody can make it.
Anybody, that's what I said. Anybody can make it. But this is supposed to be the toughest era. It should be like you should have had 1 round and it's all super. You had 7 rounds of people. Like post office guy, anyone who looked like a basketball player. So look, I want to do this. Bron, I'm sorry, my guy. I have to do it. Jordan is back to GOAT.
Yo, not on the last day of Black History Month.
I'm sorry, Jordan is back to GOAT. I mean,
He's
come
back to
on.
GOAT.
Like he's back to you. Listen, this is why. You got to be the GOAT if you ran the cocaine out of the 80s. Like you literally ran the cocaine out these players. Like you was running circles around them that in the 90s they had to clean their shit up. That like he was a clinic by himself. So I have to give it to Michael Jordan. He is back to GOAT for what he did for the 80s. He was whooping their ass so bad in the 80s. Look, you remember the Last Dance?
I do remember.
When he said the teammates, they was all in there doing drugs.
Yeah,
y'all remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I guarantee you, if you interview any of those players, they won't even remember playing with MJ. That's how high they was.
They don't even remember the young star.
They was on that Antarctica.
We got to go back 3 months ago. We got to go back.
No, I just
3
want to
months
say
ago.
I quit because I didn't think everybody was talking about they didn't want to do one-on-one stuff. So
3 months ago, I was sitting on the couch chilling, and all of a sudden I hear Jimmy Butler got confidence. Like, yeah, that's saying you can beat me in the 3-point contest. What? Let's shoot right now, nigga. What you talking about? You got a court in the backyard. What's up? Crickets. Okay, crickets. 3 months later, Here we go. Walking in the gym. There's a ball. There's a court. There's a rim. Yo, let's bring your ass on out here. Ain't no cameras. Get your ass on here. What's up? You want to do what? Shoot the 10. What was the score? You see that quick? You don't hear shit, do you?
Nate, let me get some Casamigos, Nate.
You don't hear shit, do you?
Ain't anybody hear the score? What was the score?
10-1.
Can you authenticate that?
From 35 feet.
Huh?
10-1? 10-1.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Fuck this nigga talking about.
Easy money.
5-0. Fuck this nigga talking about.
That's easy money.
This ain't the Wizards no more. Nigga.
This right here is shot.
He said 100,000. He said 100,000. I don't fucking see it.
Right now. I'm shooting. I'm waiting. He killed it.
8-1, nigga. Fuck is he talking about? He talking to somebody. He being interrupted. Fuck, nigga. Fuck you talking about? This is the 1-pointer. This ain't fucking 3-pointer. Fuck, nigga. Fuck, nigga. You don't fuck about that name, nigga. You gotta come out here and do some shit. You gotta come out here and do some shit. Not 10-1.
Let's. We're not doing you like that.
Let's bet 100.
We're not doing you like that, Gil.
Because I don't hear Gilbert talking no more.
Let's bet 100.
I don't hear him talking no fucking
I keep saying let's bet 100. Let's bet 100.
10-1. He just did 10.
Let's bet 100.
Shoot 10.
Now let's bet 100.
I ain't bet nothing.
Oh. I want to bet 100. We good?
Hold on. Shoot that thing. He think it's a game.
Hold on.
He think because my stats don't add up and all this shit that a nigga ain't got the flame on him. BJ think I ain't got the ones on me. I'm gonna show these niggas.
Ones, you ain't fuck 3 dribbles. You
Okay,
good luck.
first of all, let's be realistic here.
Realistic? 10-1 is realistic as fuck.
Dog. Do not
He
get
shot 20 shots before I shot
You
a
see
shot.
how we go? You see how
The
we doing it?
motherfucker was 2 for 20.
You see how we go?
And then I said, want to just shoot?
No,
and he
you.
said, yeah, he was
That's
already
not.
hot.
Hey, you capping?
So he's shooting. Y'all seen how I was shooting,
No,
right?
we're not seeing how
Well,
you shooting.
how was I
Gilbert,
shooting?
you're capping.
Look, there you go. I was just
Now
throwing
you
it
wanna
up there
cap.
trying to get warm, let it win. Then I said, bet the money.
Oh my lord!
no! Oh,
You
that
know, I'm
Agent
getting
Zero
warm.
kicked in.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Agent Zero
The
never
motherfucker,
kicked in.
He made
Agent
9.
Negative Zero.
Okay.
He was Agent
I'm
Frozen.
just throwing it, trying to get my own.
He not
warm.
just
He
throwing
shot
shit.
20 shots before me.
He was sweating bullets.
Shot 20 shots before.
And you know what he said afterwards?
Shoot, bet.
You won.
I said, bet what I said.
You won.
He said bet 100.
Bet 100.
You
He said
won.
bet 100.
Bet how many times I said
You gotta
bet?
make
said bet
5
100.
to
How
even
many?
get a
He said bet
rematch.
100.
You gotta make 5. He didn't make. He made 1.
I'm just warming my arm up, throwing it. Let me do me.
You said
I'm
that.
like a pool shark.
Didn't you say this is
Hey,
a
pool
bionic?
shark win the first game.
Hey, he said
Yeah.
He said this is a bionic arm.
He might
this
lose-
is my.
he might lose
This
the
is
first
my
3.
bionic.
Hey,
Hey, this is my bionic arm. I don't need to warm up.
What is
I
it?
don't even let the bitch massage my arm. Hey, roll back the fucking tape on the YouTube. Go back and watch the shit. I ain't got a cap. This
Okay, yeah, you ain't
motherfucker.
got a cap.
Hey, I shoot every morning at 5 a.m. Nigga, I'm up. Where was that shit today?
You shot 20 shots
I don't give
before
a fuck
me.
how many shots, because I live
2
weights.
for 20.
This
I-
is today?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
today.
And then
bench
I said, once
for.
I got warm, I
Stack.
said, bet the 100.
You know what I do
I
in
don't
the
wanna
gym,
bet no
Stack?
money.
You know what I do in the gym?
Yeah.
I box and I lift weights. I don't shoot no jumpers no
He don't wanna
more.
bet that- hey,
So for
he
me to
don't wanna
come
bet
in
the
there
100.
and 10-1 this nigga, he don't get to
He
challenge
didn't
me no
bet
more.
the- He didn't want to bet the 100.
I don't
I'm
wanna
a pool
bet
shark.
shit. I
I'm
don't wanna
all
bet
warm
shit.
up.
It's a different shot with money on the line.
Hey, I don't need the money.
Hey, take the practice win. Let me know
What
the money's
$100
on.
gonna do for me? I'm good, nigga.
Gil
So
kept
now we
shooting,
just need to do-
Gil kept shooting after though with one of the
And
dudes
lost
from the
to them
slam ball.
too.
Nah, he won the.
What?
Yeah, he won one, but he got
First-
he got into that Agent Zero like once he got going.
Once
Yeah.
I whooped that
He want to
ass.
run. He want to
Once
run.
I whooped that ass, I woke his ass up and he had to show out for the slam ball niggas. They don't even play.
Let's give a shout out to Devontae Pratt from
They
Slam
don't
Ball,
even fucking play.
who you were shooting against out of
2 for
Toledo,
20.
Ohio.
This
Fuck
man
you
went
talking
2 for 2.
about?
This man went for 2 for 20.
I ain't nobody. I'm
Shoot
the bum.
the ball.
I'm the bum nigga.
shoot the ball.
Shoot the ball, Jabari.
2 for 20
I'm the
first.
bum.
And then said, let's play.
10-1.
It took you 20 shots to warm
Hey,
up.
I'm the bum. You Gilbert Arenas. It shouldn't take
Okay,
you
first
shit.
of all, it's a
You
new
Gilbert.
rim. The rim is bigger. The rim is bigger. Got
The
plastic
rim is
all on
bigger,
it.
and we're farther back.
He went 2 for 20 to
I
warm
went
up to
I
get
went
used to it.
10
and then he
to
said, oh,
1.
he can't shoot.
Hey, Stack, I went 8 in a row.
6.
You went
8
4
in a row.
No, Cap, you
Bang,
went 4
bang,
in a row.
bang, bang, bang.
You went 4 in a row.
Out of 10?
You
What?
went 4 in a row.
Bang, 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 bang.
He was 8
bang.
to 10, but he keeps shot until he got 10
He got
shots.
it on film. We got it on film. I ain't got a cap for
I
these
was not
niggas.
shooting though. Was I even trying to make it?
I was on the
Whose
other end.
fault
trying
is that?
I was on the other end practicing my
I'm trying to
dunks.
warm up.
When you
I'm the host.
competing, hey, when you competing against a nigga, you say
wasn't
you gonna
competing.
mop. You better not be out here fucking around.
I wasn't competing.
'Cause I ain't
was
fucking
warming
around.
up. I
You-
seen you take 20 shots.
Hey, you gotta stand in line to go against me again, nigga. You ain't got a chance in
You
hell,
pulled
nigga.
the Kyrie on me.
Shit.
Kyrie did that shit to me too.
So we gonna have the real competition.
Was shooting. He was shooting, getting warmed up. I'm like,
He-
oh man.
hey, he
And then
thought it
like,
was a
hey,
game.
OG, let's shoot.
He thought it was a game.
I said, OG, let's shoot. And I was like, wait, let me warm up a little bit. He's like, no, you can't warm up.
Chat, y'all betting on the wrong
You
motherfucker.
can't
I'm
warm
telling
up.
you.
Then he bet. And then he won. And I was like, all right, I'm warm. Run it back. He's like, I'm good. Same shit.
You're betting on the wrong motherfucker because he thought it was different.
Hey man, listen.
He
All that
woke up-
shit. All that shit sounds cute until you bet money and you fold it.
I don't have to bet money.
You fold it.
I don't have
Money
to
on the
bet
line.
money.
That ball get a little heavy with that money on the line.
I don't want to hear that shit. Vouching for this nigga with the money on the line. I don't want to hear none of that
40
shit.
shots versus 10.
I don't want to hear it,
He didn't
nigga.
want me to warm up. It's
What-
cute. I
You
get it.
challenged me.
Here,
You
here.
challenged me. Hey, let's shoot to 10.
Hey, who
Nigga,
backed
bet.
out? Who backed out?
Bet.
Who backed out? Here we
10-1.
go.
The
You wanna
bottom
shoot to
line
10?
is
Who backed out?
we're gonna get this cracking in
Who backed
LA.
out?
We're gonna get the underdog
Who was
sponsor
scared?
shootout.
Scared.
I just want to see
I
y'all
put
shoot.
the 100 out my pocket.
Listen,
10-1.
Bet the 100.
10-1.
No, for sure, I get that, for
I ain't
sure,
gotta
for
bet
sure.
the 100.
That's all I want to hear
For
niggas
sure.
to say. Hey,
For
I
sure.
didn't expect
No,
him.
no,
I didn't
no.
expect Shad
No,
to
no,
have
I
a
did
full
not.
clip.
No, I did not.
With muscles.
No, I did not.
Ready to fucking
I did
go
not.
after a fucking long ass fucking
did not.
315
Listen,
on the
I did not
bench
expect you to do
in
that,
the morning.
And
First of
I'm
all,
gonna salute you. I'm gonna salute you.
He was 12 for 30.
12 for 30.
He was 12 for 30.
I was 10 for 1.
You went 2 for
10
20.
for
But
one.
listen,
But listen.
12 for 30.
But you
Listen, I
went
wanna
1
see
for
y'all in the
10.
real
1
gym.
for 10.
Okay.
I need to see y'all in the real gym,
happened
though.
after?
We need
Huh?
a
He don't want that.
I need to
real
see y'all in the
real
real
gym,
gym, though.
real
No,
competition.
I'll shoot the muscles.
I don't want to
No,
hear that
no
shit.
trampoline.
Y'all know when Gil get loud,
I need
he
to see y'all in
capping.
the real gym.
Y'all know when Gil get loud, he capping.
I need to see y'all.
It's like,
You see him jumping?
You've never jumped that high on
He
your
never
shot.
jumped that on his jumper.
What I was doing this. That's like I was doing this.
Oh, that's how you was shooting?
Yeah, it was.
Hey,
I shoot
listen,
just
how
like
was I shooting?
He
Same fucking way. I'm barely on my tiptoes. Cash.
So we gonna
Cash.
get this.
Sweating
I just want to see y'all in the real gym.
We're gonna get
In
this
a
thing
real gym
cracking
with
in
no
LA.
trampolines, no nothing.
Bet on the right motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what I'm wearing, what the crown look like.
We
Bet on the
doing
right
pickups.
motherfuckers.
We doing pickups.
Hey, do not put your money on a man who won't put his money on himself. That's all I'm saying.
We gonna do pick'ems. Shout out to Slam Ball for letting us pull up. Shout out to Devontae Pratt from Slam Ball. We had to give him his love.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Ric Flair, y'all know who Ric Flair is? Look up Ric Flair.
So Kenyon, we got you here on this couch. We had to, send a bad signal out after the news got broke. When did you find out that KJ was in the Harden deal?
Before everybody did, unfortunately. Yeah, nah, it was one of them calls. I had literally just dozed off, and my phone rang, and it was his agent. I heard some in his voice. I'm like, yo, what's up? And yeah, so just unfortunate. Short-lived time here, but on the better things, man. So you got to understand the business part of it, which unfortunately he has to learn it right now. I'm saying he was excited about being home and being in the situation he was in, but
Best thing happened to him.
yeah, so no, we all right, man. He a hooper, so he going out there in a good situation, man. So no, it's as a family, I'm saying, of course,
Yeah.
like that's it's a little disheartening as a family, but we are a basketball family, and we understand that it is a business. So, no, it's on that regard, it's hit home like tough, but to be able to comfort him in his moment when he was, I'm saying, just like why, but it's a good thing for him. It's a good thing basketball-wise. I think going into a situation where he can get more minutes than he was getting the first 3 games of the season. Nick Nurse has been a fan of his since draft. They really liked him in the draft. So, so I'm excited for him.
And how hard is it, though, as a father? Like you said, KJ back home, you got him close by. Yeah. You're able to pull up, the games and really be able to support him. How hard is it as a father to see your son traded?
Oh, it's you, because I never dealt with it as a player, for one. Besides, it was about the money, but not 3 games into the season, or not, you know what I'm saying, no shit like this. No, but it's having to wake your wife up and tell her this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, having to break this news to the little ones, they're excited when KJ come by. So it's that people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to put into words without being emotional about it.
Yeah.
No, but that's a good thing, man. That's really a good thing, and I'm excited for him, man.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. We talk about these trades and things that go on in the league, but you don't think about the impact that it has on players, families, whatever it may be. So, I know you appreciate the time that he got to be on the Clippers.
Man, I'm excited for him, man. It's just, like having to break that news to the little ones. Like,
there's a bright light. It's a bright light for him, though. It's a bright light for KJ. You know what I'm saying? Just to ease the pressure off of him, because it's the National Business Association, right? I think the learning process for him is going to be that it is a business, and even though you're close with your family and you get to play in the city, it's an opportunity for him to learn how to maneuver business-wise, right? Because you could connect, like Drew Holiday connected in Milwaukee, goes to Boston, and it's like those heartstrings pull on you. So, for Kenyon and his son to be in LA, close to each other, he can work out with him. He'll come home, come to the crib, eat dinner, go to the movies and all that. Now that's like, the first thing I thought was, is Kenyon gonna go to Philly to be closer to his son, to be that mentor type, at least be there, every weekend or so, something like that. But, I could sense that the bond between them is closer than just how the business is done in the NBA. So I think KJ's gonna understand it, because we had a conversation prior to, I see him out all the time, and he was worried, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to play here, he wanted to play, but I think now the opportunity for him in Philly is a better opportunity for him to shine, rather than just, get minutes on the Clippers and be close to his family. So I think it's a great opportunity for him.
I think as parents, we kind of like selfish, right?
Absolutely.
Right. When our kids go, man, we want them to stay somewhere close where we can, enjoy and watch and, be part of the road. So, I know when he was in Houston, you went to Houston, so coming back here, y'all live in the same neighborhood, you get your son back.
Yeah.
Right, and now that he has to leave again, it's like, damn, I just got you.
Being born again.
Yeah, I just got you. Like,
yeah, no, man. I'm like, people know that you've been around me, you see me, man. Like you just said, for me, it's people that know me. Like, I love my family dearly. So, and like I said, have him not right around the corner, walk to his house. But I'm just gonna keep reiterating, man. In a good situation, to be wanted, and to know that, to know that this trade wouldn't have went down without him.
100%.
Like, he was the key piece.
It's important.
Like, if they didn't, then it wouldn't have went down. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a good thing for him to know that. Go out there, bitch, and hoop.
Yes, sir.
We know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So, I'm ecstatic. Like, I want to have him here. I want to be able to go to the game, have him right. But nah, man, we're a basketball family, man. Like I said before, man. So we're excited for this. But what the fuck were the Clippers thinking?
Say it again.
That's what everybody want to fucking
Say it
know,
again.
Right? That's what everybody want to know. What the fuck were the Clippers thinking? I didn't like the shit. Didn't like it before. I said it then. But hey, how is this shit finna work?
Man.
Like, how? Let's be honest.
To be honest, I gotta applaud him. No, seriously, he has. What?
What are you applauding
Keep
him
your
for?
goddamn side chicks in check, nigga.
No.
What are you applauding him for?
Listen,
He put it in check.
He hasn't done nothing wrong.
All right, we have John Morant, right?
No, he ain't did. I didn't say.
Hold on, no.
I agree with you.
We have John
agreeing
Morant,
with you.
who is in the strip club paying $50,000. Zion has in-house entertainment from his girl. You can't get no better than that. Right? He at home watching TV. He like, babe, come on, girl. Come on, babe. He has entertainment in the crib from his boo.
Yes.
And then at the end of the day, he can just pick it up. All right, babe.
Yeah,
He ain't gotta go to the strip club. He just
Right there.
Just throw it
Make
on the
it clap.
baby right
Make
there.
it clap.
Oh my! Why didn't I think of that?
Make it clap.
I'm sending my goofy ass.
I need them dollars.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Where them dollars at? Where them dollars?
In-home
You got to
I'll
keep
make
one
it
or
drizzle.
two.
Oh my!
Come on, Gil.
He's protected by the elements
I need this.
of his youth.
You don't have to go out no more.
Don't have to go out.
What do you
I don't
got?
know. All the NBA players laughing at the man. When you go to the strip club spending hundreds of thousands, and he has it all.
I got me one.
In the crib, just
Got
watching.
me.
Soon as you get bored, hey, babe.
Come here.
Hey, babe, shake it for daddy right quick. Come on, man. Why didn't I think of that? Hey, ladies, listen. If y'all stripping,
I'm sick of him.
right? Y'all see I got ones on deck. Come on to the crib.
Come on to the
I don't
crib.
gotta leave the house. I'm trying to make everything. You ain't gonna.
No discrimination.
The only problem is he just had another side chick.
No
that was-
discrimination.
Listen, he had another girl that was what, a porn star?
Yeah.
Actress.
One's is
No, that's a porn star. She's a star.
Adult actress.
No, actress is like that fake stuff.
She really.
She's like,
Sex worker.
no. Listen.
a sex
There's
worker.
levels to everything, right? Right? You got amateurs, and then you got stars. Right? The one who complains, she's technically like the LeBron James
Yeah.
of the industry. Right? So he's working with the good stuff. Right? This ain't no amateur stuff right here.
top tier.
So I can see why she's offended. She's looking at her, hey, I'm a star. In my world, I am here.
Top
and you
tier.
over here messing with these raggedy ass strippers, huh? I can see how she gets offended. You got to understand the levels of the ladies you're messing with.
My God.
I think
That's a fact.
it was
Right?
one of the tweets she said she was trying to make him a king like LeBron James. So
Fuck,
I could
fuck
admire
her feelings, man.
but I could admire trying to, elevate Zion to that next, that go-tier level.
Listen, we can laugh at the professions, but listen, she is a queen in the world she was in, so she understands professionalism. Right? She understands professionalism, and you can see what she gets offended by. You are endangering me with what you're dealing with.
No, it ain't because it's
Is that
private.
unprofessional?
What we do is private.
In her world, she has to be tested.
Yes,
Everything has
she
is-
does.
No. What I'm saying is knowing about her. Bitch, shut up, sit down.
No.
Ain't nobody know nothing about me and you until you just open your mouth. Because
No,
you
that's-
jealous.
No, that's facts. But
Shut your ass up.
No.
Sit the fuck down. Bitch,
No.
you fucking up my bag.
No.
Now you don't get paid this month.
No.
Now you don't get fucking paid this
No.
month. Now you keep fucking around, I'm gonna take the car back.
No. Yeah, you're right, but technically, that stripper done fucked up the bag.
How?
Getting
She
pregnant.
got
Because
pregnant?
there's one that's actually a professional. She understands really the elements. Like, I'm helping you with your diet, fat boy. I'm helping you with your diet. I got you eating right. I got you. Like, did you see the conversation they had?
Oh, yeah.
That's some. Hey, Zion's pimping. Right here. Hey,
You ain't know that's what I'm saying.
No, he said, hey, how much is
exactly
gonna
this
cost
gonna
me a
cost me
month?
to
Like he
move-
calculating
to move
everything.
out.
And I know 100%. I know
playing the
100% at
game.
this point he has regretted his decision because I know she,
Don't point at
porn star. I'm pointing past.
Okay.
I didn't say she right here, Sativa. I pointed right here.
All right,
She
cool.
was a calculated fix.
Yes.
That came with responsibilities. What you gonna do for me? He already know all the nasty things she's doing.
Yep.
Oh, he was in heaven.
Yep.
Oh, it keeps him from them streets.
Absolutely.
Right? You can, hey, all the stuff she said, I let you do all this. She's naming it.
knowing it's normal for her, right? She's like it's luxury.
I did
That's
do
why
some basic
she
research
mad.
for this segment.
She mad. Sit your ass down, side, bitch. You mad. You spilling the
You're
tea.
mad, but what I'm saying is
No
I'm
tea.
mad.
This is who you are.
I'm mad because you're going outside. This is not stable life.
Yes.
So now, because you did that, child support about to be skyrocketing now because she's gonna hit you for numbers.
100.
Me, I was a fixed income.
He's
I
in
was
the
about
South. He's
I
in
was
the
about
South.
$25,000 to $5,000
You
a
right.
month.
He's in the South.
You right.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
South.
I'm $5,000 a month, $2,500, $5,000 fixed income, gonna do all the nasty stuff for you. One day she's gonna be breaking your pockets for $30,000, $40,000
100%.
So
for 18 years.
You don't know. He
Because
might
of
want to
me.
be with her.
fixed income
Cool.
versus variable
But when it's
rate.
over, huh?
So fixed income versus the variable rate, because that variable,
Listen.
depending on interest rates, can climb.
He's in the South. He all right.
I remember some chicks was like, yeah, I just need $2,000 a month. The thought of $2,000 a month to have everything I wanted seemed ridiculous.
Yep.
What year was it?
Hindsight.
Give me that now.
Yeah,
About 20 that's
hindsight.
what-
he's-
Give me that now.
But inflation, like
Girl,
even you throwing
Is that
dollars out.
$2,000 still on the table a month? Yes. Men, we mess up, right? We mess up, and you pick the same person that now we're older, we will pick too. Right? We're looking at the world like listen. As men, we're valuing what other people are thinking about us versus who actually makes us actually happy.
Right.
And who actually has our best interest at heart.
Yes.
So if Zion is walking with the two, he's embarrassed for the porn star because of everybody knows who she is,
Yeah.
right? Even though that might be making us the happiest versus the one that no one knows, but she's not. Right? So when I talk to girls and they say, yeah, you know, I will make you a king. Wrong, you can't make me a king. Right? That's impossible.
It's not
It's
her
logically
job. It's not even
impossible.
her
You
job.
can't be a queen and make me a king because that's not actually how kings are made. Kings are made and I can make you a queen. Right? That's literally how it goes. You're a nobody and I can make you a queen in its respect. A queen can't make a king, he would just be the queen's husband. Right, logistically. So when it comes to just as men, our goal should be who makes us the happiest. I don't care how many dudes you messed with. Are you making me happy? Genuinely
You're
happy.
doing things that I really
like you can
need and
have
value.
sex with 100 men and then you pick me and I'm the happiest man on earth versus you are a virgin and you're making my life a living hell. And I got 4 degrees. How the fuck is those 4 degrees helping me smile at night?
Man, listen.
How many you had on the road?
On the road?
On the road.
Oh, I was him.
So we all had them on the road.
And
we move them around.
And we end up
bring
picking
them in.
and we end up picking the wrong one.
But we only pick the ones closest to us. We don't really import it in. We pick the one that's like, all right, you around the
Usually
way.
one that's the one that
The fucked up one.
yeah, we end up picking the fucked up one because they quiet, they do this, and now you
But
know.
he gotta-
you're
you
sitting
know
in
what I'm saying, though.
You're sitting in child support court. You're sitting in child support court, $55,000. Wish I would have took the damn $2,000 a month. All right, so listen, ladies that love this. You don't need to cook. I don't need a cook. I don't need a cleaner.
What you need?
Shake that thing.
Shake it.
All right.
You need a wife, girl. You need a wife, girl.
We got to
I need a wife that can shake that.
You need a wife, girl.
That can shake that.
Say it for them in the back,
You need
man.
a wife that you can be compatible with, man.
Yeah.
That can, no, compatible with me
Yo,
is
they will-
compatible with me is watching the game and then you walk by, give it a little shake and I'm like,
Yeah.
You asking me 400 questions. I'm like,
That's
Emotional
the phase of his
intelligence,
life.
I'm
yeah.
sitting here trying to watch the game and you asking me
They
questions.
want you to be tapped into your emotions.
What I'm saying is,
No, but a
what
female
is
should know.
but
No,
you
but a
already
female
know.
should know how you are.
Compatible with you, they got to know who you are. So I know who
You-
I am.
But you
right?
guys got to
So-
be willing to grow together too.
Like I don't listen.
the
You
thing-
shake your ass for a living, and you make me happy. We're gonna be in the club. Like what's happening?
Hey, what's happening?
Watch out! Do the thing you do at the house.
We
Right,
practice.
that's
In
me.
front of
Do the
everybody.
thing we
I don't
practice.
care.
You want everybody to see your.
I don't
care.
That's who he is. He's saying, this is who I am.
You listen.
This is who I am.
Listen. I'm secure with my confidence.
There you go.
So I don't like my girl want to wear whatever I'm secure.
No, that's but you want your girl shaking ass like how she do at the house in public?
Do the trick. Do the spin trick, and I'm gonna be there with 100. Like,
y'all ain't got nothing on that. Y'all ain't got nothing on that.
Y'all ain't got nothing on my bang. Y'all ain't got nothing on my bang.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Gil.
Relax.
I'm with you, Gil.
No way.
I'm with you, Gil.
Let's keep this thing moving.
Put it in the investment fund. We gonna make an investment.
I gotta throw the dollar. Let's keep this thing moving.
If that's who I'm happy with, if that's who makes me happy.
Yes.
The outside world don't make me happy. The outside world is not gonna make me look at I know who I picked. You're not gonna make me feel like a loser.
So you don't really think, you don't ever wanna have like a conversation with your girl? Like,
yes.
So
about the new trick she learned at the
Man,
club.
babe, I did this nasty trick for you tonight.
You already.
And on that note,
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching
Hey,
that.
Zion.
That was
On
a
that
sweet
note,
response right there, too.
I'm gonna tell you this, Zion.
I'm not touching that.
You doing
I ain't touching that.
doing the smart way. You got everything that you dream of in house, right? And then if you want to show us some of the videos the other one is doing, I don't care. If you want to pay it,
I'm down.
send it through the DM, you know what I mean?
And on that note, I never thought I would say
Yeah,
this.
change subject, please.
I never thought I would say this.
Zion. Man of the year.
So do you agree with Kat saying that he changed the game?
To be honest,
Change the channel.
to be honest, let's be honest, I really don't even know much about him.
Really?
Yeah, me. Yeah.
I really don't know. If you tell me he has 12 All-Stars, I can't even fight you on it because I wouldn't know because I don't pay attention to him. And that's just to be honest.
Is it Minnesota or just him?
3-time All-Star selection, Gil.
He hasn't done anything to stand out for. Like, what position is he?
Center.
4 or 5.
Center.
4 or 5.
Oh, actually now 4.
He played forward next to Gilbert.
Stretched out, could shoot. He won the 3-point challenge.
Change the game. I mean, there's no dirt.
Yeah. He's stretching.
I mean, what does he do?
He's stretching it.
He's letting it be known.
K-Love, but he's coming after K-Love. So it's like,
He letting it be known.
Is he better than K-Love over there?
When K-Love was averaging 20 and 20
That's what I'm saying. Is he better than K-Love? How many All-Stars did K-Love have?
before he went to Cleveland?
Yeah,
maybe.
Maybe
Let's find out.
maybe 2 or 3.
That's the internet.
But K-Love was having, I think he had like a 30-20 game,
30,
like 30-30 game, yeah.
So Kevin Love, 3 times.
5 times.
So 5-time All-Star, but three in Minnesota, 2-time All-NBA.
And shot just as many threes as you did.
So he can't say he's better than K-Love. Wait a minute, hold on, change again. He's not even the best power forward Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, period.
KG.
KG, Kevin Love, then him? See, this is why.
Illustrious list, Gil.
I hope I wasn't this delusional when I played. I'm pretty sure I was too. But, I think it's just when we're playing in the moment, we just think we're better than what we are. I got to be guilty
I
of
played
that
in
too.
Minnesota, so I can know
You couldn't tell me
why he feel that way.
You couldn't tell me Nash is better than me. I can tell you that for sure. But like, nah, oh no. He just got popular when he was in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Like he had just got good.
He just got good.
I love you.
Like he just got good.
You just got
30.
good, homie.
You just
Like-
got
Like
good.
I've been good.
Like it's like 30 years old is when you stepped on the scene in my mind. Like, when you went there and you, like I know you was like a 2-time All-Star from whenever you came in, but when you was 30, that's when you became a threat. Other than that, it's like, all right, just push him over or whatever, go under. It's like, it was about Dirt, Finley, and all those guys. You were just, so that's how I look at him like,
Better than KG and Kevin Love. That's tough over there.
change the game. Like,
Top 5 center, though?
who?
Or is he the top center in Timberwolves history?
Was he?
Is he a center or a power
He's a
forward?
power
He
forward.
does a little bit of both.
Both?
But he stretches
more-
that
is
thing
he
out.
That
more-
would be what? That
I mean,
would be-
KG did both,
that would be
right?
Joe Smith, KG, Kevin Love,
Al
Jefferson.
Al Jefferson?
Al
Yeah,
Jefferson
he ain't
was
better
over
than
there, too.
Al.
Al Jefferson.
He
was
not
nice.
better than Al.
No, Al Jefferson was nice.
Not better than Al. I watched Al personally.
I guess he talking about because he stretched the floor, so that just puts Kevin Love in that category, and no, Kevin Love was doing that.
He said
But
change
Dirk?
the game.
Change the game.
Yeah,
I guess.
but Dirk been doing
I
it.
mean, that's what I said. It's
So So let's talk bigger picture here. When we look just historically NBA, what we've seen in our lives, because we can't go back. But what players have changed how NBA basketball is played, in your guys' opinion?
That changed the game. The way it's played, the way it's...
Yeah. Let's say somebody like Steph, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's number one for me.
Okay, so did Magic and Showtime change it? Right? Jordan changed it.
Yep. Shaq changed it.
Shaq changed it.
AI.
AI
changed it.
I'm gonna say Steve Nash, bro. Suns, the way that
you're
the
right.
Suns played, bro, the
You're
way he
right.
played, it changed the guard sentiment, man, of just being a guard that can
Small-
space the floor.
I can't say Steve Nash. We can say D'Antoni.
D'Antoni-ish.
We can say
Yeah,
D'Antoni.
But he played.
Yeah.
But he was the perfect player to orchestrate that
Yes.
shit.
It was, yeah, you can say D'Antoni small ball because it really actually it kind of forced people to go small ball to keep up with him a little bit.
I even got to put you in there because the way
Oh,
you
yeah.
the way you were scoring. I mean, shit, I was in high school and I was wearing your kick.
Bro,
So
it was
I'm
Dame-
like,
Dame
I'm
before
like,
Dame.
I'm like, yeah, coming down doing that. Like that's what made me come into the league. Coming, like, you know, feeling comfortable, be able to just call off a play and just shoot.
Yeah, see-
you're the first guard I ever seen really do that.
Bro.
Like
See,
call off as a point guard.
He was the first guard to really attack niggas, like how Westbrook was attacking niggas. That's what his mentality like. They asked like, who's the hardest person to guard? They expect you to say 4 other niggas.
Yeah.
Gilbert. He don't give a fuck who in front of him.
Yeah.
He coming
Yeah,
at you full speed.
Oh yeah, I had
It's
these.
dead.
I had these in high school. These shoes you got on.
Nigga.
Yeah, it was. At first, everyone was talking Iverson, and then I was like, well, they pushed Iverson to the shooting guard, so that point guard being a scoring first point guard wasn't allowed. Marbury was being called the ball hog and doing all this. And then like somebody like Baron Davis, who could do it, he was forced to be point guard.
Yep.
Right? But I was like, I'm not trying to be no shooting guard. I'm the point. So y'all just gonna accept it for accept it. So that's what turned it into today's game, which makes the scoring point guard valuable.
How do you think your game would translate to the game today?
Oh,
It'd be easier. That's what I said. It'd be easier for me because this is how my game was. You know, the 3 line to the free throw, but I also had other elements to play the half court game with posting up or the mid range.
Murray got a lot of your element too.
Murray.
Like he takes the shots that you give him. Like Gil would take, if you gave him a 2, he take the 2. If you gave him space to get off his shit, you give him, like Murray kind of reminded me of that.
That's what
midi.
I remember when somebody originally said that. I think it was Calvin Booth. He said, "Man, Murray reminds me of you." And I couldn't see it at first, but watching the playoffs, like the mid range, he's gonna get into the seams, he's gonna shoot it. I just got to the free throw line a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
think
one
James
thing
Harden?
he changed.
You think James Harden changed the game?
Yeah, he did.
I think for lefties
ISO
for sure.
game.
I think for lefties for sure too. Like because the way you look at a lefty's game, the way he plays is like
it made it like elite,
You know, that's
like a
that's
lefty elite.
I don't think we're gonna see the impact of what he did. It'd be coming in right now, actually. He did.
He did.
Because of how he played, he made it look so popular to the youth, right? The ISO bomb bomb, the extra shake bacon for no reason.
Yep.
Right? The extra shake and bacon for no reason, putting it to the youth. Now those kids are coming to the NBA that forced the NBA to run a 5-out offense. So now if you, like they don't have plays, it's just 5-out motion, move, AAU style.
You think James forced trainers to train this way though? Because remember when James started the bop bop bop, all the trainers started bringing in the extra bop bop for your
extra boom, one leg step
bump,
back.
Yeah, everybody started training that way. So now you see the youth come in, it's like everybody they feel like they gotta have that in their bag. I gotta have bop bop bop.
You know what's crazy too? He hit it at a good time too. Remember when KD went to Golden State? It kind of pushed Steph back a little bit. So James was able to be that ISO guy. Like, you know, at first it was Steph, and then when KD came over there, it was more like, all right, we're watching James now.
Yep.
You know.
This might be a pokey subject, but I know 2 people who didn't. Well, I know one. Kareem didn't change the game.
Okay.
Right? As dominant as he was, no one was doing the hook shot, right?
Okay.
I mean, but
No, don't even try.
He dominated the game.
And we're talking about
It's a good argument. It's a good argument. It's a good
They got
argument.
rid of the dunk because of Kareem in college. They brought it back.
I don't know.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't know.
Gil, you were a college
Maybe
athlete.
because he was the only person dunking? I mean, I don't know.
The most dominant one, I'm saying, but they changed rules to adjust it.
But you're talking about like as far as the Lakers, his dominant as a Laker.
No, just period. I mean, once he became an NBA, did everyone start adapting to what he did? Was the rest of the league trying to do fucking hook shots and shit? No.
But how hard is it, y'all have all tried, how hard is it to do a hook shot in the game at that level of consistency?
But for big man, but I'm saying when you're talking about changing the game, I mean,
Yeah,
you're changing it. And, which is weird, did LeBron change the game?
He didn't.
Not even a little bit?
Nah, I mean, it's not in a bad way, but it's like the game was already moving in a certain way where LeBron was just in the top. He was in the top tier of the game, but he didn't change it.
Is it because, or just because he's just so big?
Yeah, like his
the
strength.
kids can't relate to just coming down, dunking on people. Like if a kid can't do it, then they're not gonna value it.
You can't just go get a body like that, right? You just can't get hops like that. So it's like changing the game. We might have wanted to be stronger and jump higher, but like to be like LeBron.
Physically.
MJ
like we already knew,
stuff
like we wasn't doing this, and we wasn't like, you know.
Like when I say James Harden, it's like James Harden and Kyrie, together. That it was that Bob game, bringing in the extra moves and the fancy play, trying to be a highlight reel.
Yeah.
So I feel like Pistol Pete had a lot to do with that too.
Early on,
Pete Maravich. I mean,
he didn't have enough film though.
But that's
he ain't have enough film though.
But that's for Magic. That's for Magic to see, and Magic transcended it. Versus,
Yeah, but he was getting buckets too.
I'm gonna say he was getting without the 3 line.
He averaged 44 in college.
Yeah, I was trying to put him in my top 5, but his NBA career. I thought y'all had forgot about him, but his NBA career wasn't that.
So we're asking the chat right now, did LeBron change the game of basketball? I think when you look at just kind of this modern NBA, Steph more so than anybody, but I don't know necessarily for the better, because somebody like Steph who actually works on his shot, puts in that work. So many teams saw that, and we talked about this on the show, I believe, last week, where other teams are like, oh, we can shoot threes too, because threes worth more than 2, but it's like, if you don't got the personnel to be able to do what Steph is out there doing, it's not gonna end well for you.
But that changes the game because now your personnel has to have 3-point capability.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that, if you look at the metric, it makes more sense that if we're now moving the game towards threes more than 2s, because threes is more than 2s.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's what Antoine Walker used to tell me. Hey, bro, 3 more than 2. I'm shooting this shit, right? So now that we're doing that, it's like, okay, how do you make the 3 more entertaining and comfortable for the player, right? So now everybody that's shooting threes, they're doing it uncomfortably because it's not normal. So all the bigs got to shoot threes, all the threes that can't shoot got to shoot threes. Everybody got to shoot threes now.
But if you notice, the people who are really successful, like as many threes as Steph shoots, he does still shoot mid-range shots.
Yeah.
Right, he still shoot mid-range shots, right?
The lane.
Jokic, mid-range shots. Jimmy Butler, mid-range shots. DeRozan, Booker, KD. Like people, KD shoots just as good as Steph, but only takes 2 to 3 threes.
Yep.
Right, he's not wasting his time back there if he can get into here and shoot a closer shot, guaranteed to.
Yep.
Murray, mid-range, has a nice mid-range game. So it's like the players who really are still dominating are dominating because they still have that mid-range inside. Even Luka.
Yeah.
Kyrie, like the players who, it's like you're selling something that's not, it's like me, right? You sold my long threes, right? You sold my long 3-ball game, not realizing I was averaging about 6 to 8 points on post-ups alone, right? But then that's not the...
They want to see the game.
They want to see the game when it turn around. They want to see the long shots, not realizing I'm in the post half the time.
You know who had a chance if he didn't get hurt? Derrick Rose. I think if Derrick Rose didn't get hurt, he had a chance to because the way he was playing big and he was dunking on, he was dunking on bigs. It's like, yo, whoa.
See, he had that it.
Yeah, he had the it factor. He didn't say nothing in Chicago. And every 5 minutes you knew we about to lose.
Yeah.
So who's the closest comparison to Derrick Rose now, would you say, in the league?
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja. Because Ja coming down, dunking on, like, D-Rose. Like, if you look at D-Rose in that Miami series when he split that double and dunked on, boy, man, that was different.
Like, you know, like Ja put so much pressure on having a back line because even with the back line, he jumped so high. It's like D-Rose mixed with Dwayne Wade, mixed with, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Francis.
Yes.
Just explode, and he knows how to like get his footing and his feet to just jump any type of way wherever you see it. He
His
just
pick and rolls, he used to come down just so low and just go right at your big and just
Yes.
like it was just. And then he had a team too. Oh man, they had a team. They had a great squad.
So we talked about LeBron a little bit earlier. We asked the chat. Chat's basically 50-50 split. So let's not talk about necessarily LeBron's job on the court, but what about off the court in terms of player empowerment and things like that?
Like if we add that into the
Changing the game,
then yes, because now he has all these players thinking business. Before we're not just hoopers, we're businessmen too. You know, we're gonna try to get this. Like when I was this is like 2006, 2007. When Tito's, came to me with a proposal, I turned it down because I didn't think that's what players can do. Have liquor sponsors and stuff like that. If we just Gatorade, water, maybe a soda, but liquor, like, oh no, I'm good. You ain't messing up my bread. Now that's a thing, right? Once a player of that stature says, no, I'm getting me a wine, it pushes everybody else in that category to think bigger.
Is it crazy to y'all now that, like, you talk about liquor back in those days, and it probably been a bad look for you to do it the way that you would have been viewed by kind of the outside world, the media. Like you mentioned, these guys got tequila brands, they got wine brands, but also even in this new CBA, they can now do work with gaming companies, sports betting companies. This is stuff back in the day would have been like.
But that's just the influence of, certain players that's coming in and changing and showing that I'm bringing all these elements to the game. So outside of just basketball things, Hublot watch. I got, I'm bringing all these elements where, if Jordan was playing, it would have been the same way. I mean, people started changing and talking different because of him.
So, DR, I want to talk to you. You won a chip with the Heat in 2006. What makes that franchise so special? Obviously, when LeBron was there, obviously you got Shaq and D. Wade. Then you had the LeBron area, the Heatles and all that. But now we're looking at this squad, potential to reach their second finals since 2020 without those big marquee names. Like, what makes this franchise so special and just the winning mindset and attitude they have?
Culture. Number one, culture. And I know that's so cliche now. Everybody's screaming culture, but what Pat Riley brought to Miami and, Mickey Arison and Nick Arison giving him the ability to, create these good teams and get these undrafted guys and people we don't know is because, the first thing they're looking at is work ethic, and then they're looking at IQ. So they feel like if you got any type of skill, they could polish that. So that's why you see these guys that you never heard of, be successful in their system. So I really feel the accountability, from Eric Spoelstra, from Pat Riley is one person you're gonna answer to, and that's OG Pat, and everybody know that. So I think, just the culture that he's built and, the respect that Spoelstra gets from his players. A lot of people like to laugh at my guy, OG UD. He's there for a reason, to keep everything in line and show them the culture. So I just feel like how they install those type of guys like a UD is the reason why they're so successful.
And besides accountability, like what are the cornerstones of that culture? Like what makes that whole machine tick?
We're gonna work. We're gonna work. We're gonna be the nastiest team. We're gonna outwork you. We're gonna be the most in shape team. Jason brought up the weight and body fat. That was every week. Guards had to be 6 and under. Wings had to be 8 and under. Bigs had to be 10 and under. And they hold you accountable to that. If you're not at that number, you're gonna be in the weight room doing 20 minutes of work. That's what they say. You got 20 minutes of work since you can't meet those numbers. Or, the year I was there with Twan, James Posey, they fined guys. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't meet their body fat. So
I was about to say, man, wait a minute. What about Gary Payton and that group that was the strip club kings?
Oh, man.
That strip club group. I'm pretty sure they wasn't meeting that requirement.
Shoot, that boy was going straight to the steam room right after that.
It was, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, they held everybody accountable. And it used to be hilarious because Shaq, you know, he always had something to say. He's like, man, I bust y'all ass. Skinny Shaq, medium Shaq, and fat Shaq. This body fat's some bullshit. But he bought into it. He knew that was gonna make us successful. So, and Pat Riley never backed down to nobody. He was like, this is what it is, and if you can't, you know, meet our criteria or what we ask for, you can go find somewhere else.
I know, I've had
I respect that. I respect that.
And that's man, that's so when you talk about like the John Morant's getting in trouble or someone's out of shape or someone like Embiid. Like I think if Embiid was in Miami,
oh man.
If Embiid was in Miami, this would be a
total different,
whole nother animal.
For sure.
Right? It'd be a whole nother animal because what makes him slip, fourth quarter, he's not in shape, that's what they're gonna make sure you're
never gonna get out of shape.
You're never gonna be out of shape.
Ever.
You're gonna be 10% body fat. Right. You're gonna be the best player the game is gonna see, and they're gonna try to tap into that.
Yep.
And you know, I tell like when I be making comments about ownership, right? Treat your teams like Google would, right? When they do all this, I got $1 million to anybody who can hack our system. Yeah. The reason they're doing that is they want to see what new hackers are out there so they can add them to their team to make their program better. Same thing. Add pieces to your organization that entices greatness. Right? You can't expect a 23-year-old or 21-year-old to know what greatness is. You have to provide that. Yeah. You have to build a culture. When they come into this culture, they understand it. We can see why everyone's great over there.
Yeah. And everything is about numbers with those guys. That's what Pat said. Everything is a number. If you're at that number, if you're 8% body fat, your chances of being successful is this. So like the analytics and all that stuff, I've been knowing about this since, you know, 04 when I got drafted. So, and they stand on that.
I love the Miami Heat culture as it stands, giving guys chances.
Yep.
Right? And they've done that since the 06. The 06 was a time where they did give some older players the opportunity to come down here, play with Shaq. Shaq just got here. We got to build around him now, right? It was 3 guys, D-Wade, Lonzo, Shaq. Now they got to bring in pieces. Let's take a chance on GP. Let's take a chance on Posey, blah, blah, blah.
Jay Will.
So you get, after that 06 team, you look at and you say, well, we got to rebuild now. That's when D-Wade went for the 30 a game. He hit just by himself. And it's like, well, we can still get it out the mud, right? We can still formulate guys who just want to get it, stay grit and grind. Then they get LeBron, right? They get lucky. They get their run for 2-3 years. Now they got to do it again with the same coach. So he brings the culture, just like Pop did with a system. That it's like when you come here, I don't give a fuck how good you are. This is our system, right? So then you inject players who don't get opportunities, undrafted players, second rounders that are like, they don't think you can play. But we're gonna put you in the practice gym, and we're gonna fucking train you to death, and we're gonna get you in shape, and you're gonna be the best version of you. Now we're in the conference finals.
Crazy.
I gotta salute an organization like that.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying?
And you didn't play with LeBron, but you know, if you can just know what you know about that Heat culture, that Heat franchise, how beneficial was that to LeBron in his career? It's the first place he won championships. But it seems, you know, LeBron's a hard worker, but it seems now you got to come into that Pat Riley regime. It'll take your shit to a whole other level that'll impact you for the rest of your career.
Yeah, I think what LeBron, I'm pretty sure what he holds his hat on today is the things he learned in Miami. You know, we talked about those guys like Udonis Haslem. That was D-Wade, you know, showing him the way. Because I remember a lot of vets coming in and being like, yo, young fellas, this ain't the real NBA. And I didn't know, I was green. I'm like, this is structure, you know, I gotta be on time, I'm fine. So I think with LeBron going there, he learned how to win, he learned how to carry himself on and off the court, and he learned how to work. You know, real work, you know, preparing. That's one thing about Spoelstra and those guys, they're gonna prepare you like crazy. For each player, you're gonna know everybody from A to Z. And another thing with their coaches, all those guys are Heat people. Those guys started in the video room and they're working themselves up. All those guys on the bench, the Karans, Malik Allen, Carter, those are players. Chris Quinn started, you know.
All the mind.
Yeah, those are all guys that have been there and know what it takes. So I think that's what a peace of mind that LeBron took from there.
I'm gonna be real. I imagine it's hard, you know, once you get to Miami to want to leave. I could do this for a long time.
I was sick.
Yeah.
You know? I thought I was gonna be there my whole career.
Like it prepares you. Like I'm surprised that a lot of Heat
assistants haven't been getting those opportunities as coaches.
Yeah, true.
Because, their regular season is like playoffs to them.
Yeah, Fizz is probably the only one. We seen Chris Quinn name come up. I think, I forget what job it was, but his name came up. But yeah, I'm with you. I want to see more of those guys get opportunities like the Spurs guys.
It's the same. It's the two same
Same
systems.
thing.
Yeah, same thing.
And last question I got for you, talk about the pressure, the hard work, all that stuff. Did you ever see any guys crumble in that situation?
Oh, yeah.
You don't got to name no names, but
Yeah.
is there any stories in particular you can remember of a player just not being able to having to ring that bell and tap out?
Listen, man, it was a guy that was on a highlight that we watched in the beginning. He seen me in LA. He was like, yo, I'm thinking about signing in Miami. I knew what type of person this dude was. I was like, don't sign. I'm like, bro, it's different. He's like, you think so? But it's Miami. I say it's Miami, but it's not Miami. Yeah. And they sent his butt home like in the first 2 months.
What that mean is Miami, but it's not Miami.
You think Miami, you see South Beach and all that? Nah, you're gonna be too tired to do that. You're gonna be, you're gonna be taking a nap after practice. Yeah, real talk.
But that's the information, like, for the show, like, we give Jews, right?
Yep.
So a lot of the guys, the people who watch, they don't know who we are. They don't know the grind, right? You came out of high school, right? So, like, the thing you had to prepare for it, and then you got to Miami, like, talk to them about, like, that part, like, what the expectation was, and you coming out at that time, what that looked like.
I think the biggest thing is, me coming out of high school, being this great high school player, and thinking I'm going straight in, I'm gonna play, it's gonna be the same like high school, and it's like, no, you gotta wait. I'm like, what you mean? So I'm in there with Keith Atkins doing 3 workouts a day. Practice at 10, I gotta be on the court taping ready at 8:30. So I go all the way, hour and a half to practice hard. Then it's like, young fella, come get some more shots up. All right, now go to the weight room. So it was consistent every single day like that. And at the time, being an 18-year-old kid in the league, you think you're on punishment. Like, this ain't the NBA. I thought it was about to be sweet. And, I used to ask so many questions like, why I'm not playing? It's like, you were drafted off potential. You're not ready. So that's kind of what it was, a real grind. And it breaks you down mentally, but they also building you up. So that mental toughness, was a mother when I left, because it's like, if I went through that, I could go anywhere else in the NBA and be successful. And the number one thing, when I went to different teams, you want to know what the coaches used to always have me do? Okay, you talk about that Miami Heat culture. You tell the guys like what you had to go through. So I was always explaining to my teammates, this is what it takes to be a champion. This is what it takes to be successful. You got to work every single day. It's no days off. So that was something that was dope that I was able to take with me.
See, people don't understand. You said it when they told you, we drafted you off potential.
Yes.
You're not good right now. We think you're gonna be here.
Exactly.
You're here. We think you're gonna be here. So we're drafting you, whatever pick we're gonna draft you with, to build you to be the best. And we think if you can get to this level, you are gonna be.
Exactly.
And I don't think people really understand that when they say, oh, you're the number 1 pick, the number 2 pick, the number 5 pick. You had to be the best player in the draft. No, that's not how that works. You wasn't the best player in the draft, but at this age versus this person's age, oh yeah, you're at 18 versus this guy at 18, he was in high school, he had to go to college, so you are in front of him. If we can build you up by the time you turn 21, you will be here.
Exactly.
And that's what the potential means. And like Miami, like I really get it. Like, this is South Beach, everyone want to be in South Beach. Yeah. But this job right here, oh no, by the time you get out of this, brother, you don't got no time.
You don't know what that
going
looks
there.
like.
Yeah, you don't know what that Miami looks like. You got to wait for the summer for that.
Real talk.
And I think that's the reason Pat Riley is the way he is. Because he understands he's battling an element that this city can consume my investment.
Eat you up.
And I'm not going to allow my investment to be consumed by a city that doesn't sleep.
Man.
So I'm going to put in a structure where when they leave here, they think about 10 o'clock. The club about to start at 1 o'clock. Them kids know they got to be here taped and ready at 8:30. Oh, they gonna try it one time, then they gonna realize we're gonna beat their ass up at 8:30. They don't want to go out.
No.
Look, we was talking about this off camera, but like a city can beat you.
Yeah.
You fly into Miami.
6 men.
Right? 6 men. And we all know, like we heard the stories up until the point where you fly into Miami and you hear the vet. No, quick turnaround.
Right.
Don't stall me. Get us down so we can land and go to the club, right? And you get there and you party. But we got Miami Heat and D-Wade tomorrow. Right? He already know what to do the rest up. We thinking D-Wade gonna be at the party with us.
Right, exactly.
No, we don't see no Heat players. We don't see no Heat player in sight. Ever. But we in there, we partying. Girls are sent in to give us the good night treat. And we get up in the next morning is Patron and Hennessy. You smell it all on them. Everybody tired, drained out. You done emptied a couple. It's like, shit, man, who we playing tonight? Who we playing? We already lost before we even got there.
When we played them in the playoffs, right?
Back
Played them in the
to back
playoffs, and we're there. So we're there 3, 4, 5 days. Ain't seen a Heat play in sight. Not no prime 112. Not no
we got
club.
swept.
Right, we got swept too. Smacked out the goddamn arena.
I was in the mall, out shopping, everything. Ain't seen
No. Heat play like, man, where the Heat at?
Right.
Like, nah, you already see them during the season. And it really, same thing with what's gonna happen in Vegas.
Yep, same thing.
Whoever gets that, they're gonna put in a system where y'all gonna be in that gym so long and working, and y'all gonna be too tired to really enjoy what the city's about.
Yeah, I've been to the beach on the sand, be honest with you, 6 years I was there, maybe 2 times. I'm not going out there, I'm tired.
Tired as fuck.
But that structure probably helped you even outside of basketball.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of training that helps you off the court as well.
100%. Yeah, and luckily, you know, I was blessed to have mom and dad at home, and that's how my dad was. My dad, to this day, got 2 NBA kids and still waking up at 5:30 in the morning to go work. It's like, bro, why are you working still? But he loved it. He loved the process. He loved the structure of getting up and things like that. So once I got there, it was easy for me to like, oh, my dad treat me like this.
Did they come with you out to Miami at all?
No, well, they came to visit, but I was really, me and my
solo
boy.
dolo?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
solo dolo. They trusted me because of the year of prep school that matured me and got me ready. Because if I would have went from LA to there, I would have been back quick. Yeah. I would have been real. I would
But
back
that's
quick.
just wild to think, because you hear all these horror stories of guys who are too young, immature, get put in those situations.
Yep.
And it's not you going to a whack city. I won't name any NBA cities because people will get mad at me, but Salt Lake, places like that. You got to go to Miami now, where all that temptation is, right at your doorstep, and lock in and be able to show up at the gym on time and do all that shit. Well, a lot of guys couldn't handle that. So
Yeah. And a funny story, because I'm not gonna act like I just stayed in the house. I used to go hang out, and Pat found out I was hanging out on the beach. I'm underage, so he called me in the office. He's like, "Man, you out there hanging out with them adults? You need to go to University of Miami and hang out." And my best friend Jack McClinton was a star at Miami.
Okay, Jack.
And I told Pat, I was like, "I'm up there too, dog."
You late.
I'm already up there, dog. Yeah, I'm doing my thing up there.
Got a few of them up there already, coach.
I'm double dipping out here. Coach, leave me alone.
When I got traded to Orlando, and I was coming off the locker room stuff. So coming off the locker room stuff, so I'm not Agent Zero no more, right? So now I'm just trying to blend in, right? So we have you have Dwight, right, who's a star, and then I got JJ Redick, Anderson, right, and you have Coach, who Stan was. That's why I'm like, oh man, fuck Stan, because he lucky he got me at this point. He lucky he got me in a situation where I couldn't be vocal with him, because the shit he was doing in the games, on the bench, you can't do that, right? We babysitting each other because of this man. Like, first person call a timeout, the score is 12-2, they go, it's 12-2, now it's 18-6, he want to call a timeout. We winning. Oh, you motherfuckers don't want to play, get them all out of here. And he'll always dirty talk, like, motherfucker turn the ball over. He'll like, why do I even have him in here? This stupid motherfucker. And we sit here like,
I hate that shit.
Hey, what the fuck that motherfucker be saying about me when I'm playing?
That's what he talk about me.
You know what I mean? And I'm playing with JJ, and so I need both them mentally focused. These are shooters. So we coming down and he's killing Anderson. And I just be wanting to say, man, yo, shut your motherfucking ass up, man.
Right, you shut the fuck up, right? No, you sit your ass down. You call the plays over there. Don't talk to these motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, man. That's
Right,
crazy.
you ain't doing nothing to help these people game. You hurting their game. You hurting their confidence, right? And like when you say you did, and I'm like, damn, that's the only time I didn't tell a motherfucking coach, like, yo, relax, bro.
Yeah, relax.
Like let the white tell him. Let us tell Turk, yo, hey, you're lazy today.
We say it differently.
Right? We know how to talk our teammates respect, but you, the coach, you control the time.
Man.
We can't tell you. The only person that can tell you something is Dwight, and the only time he gonna say something is when you just keep poking at him.
Yeah.
You poke at him enough, then he gonna spaz. I remember this motherfucker, Dwight got a block. Boom, right? Somebody came down, snapped that, and then he tried to throw it, they caught it, and then boom, scored. Timeout, right? How come you didn't get that other block? I just got 2 blocks.
In a row.
Do it. Shit, they call you Superman.
He didn't say that.
I ain't calling you Superman.
He ain't say that.
He said, this Superman name's getting to your name. The crowd out here, pause, they out here just sucking you off.
Yo.
Yeah.
The wife just, man, get your fat ass out there and do the same shit I'm doing. Motherfucker over here is always criticize somebody. I'm like,
Yeah.
you might need to do that a lot, big fella.
Yeah.
Right, but it took the point where this man hustled his ass off, and then it took for that right there, and we up 20.
The fucking Georgians do that shit. Somebody do something, take a shot, fall out, and this shit. I did someone game and I saw my periphery. He fell out in his chair. Man, I went right over there. Fall out in your motherfucking chair again.
One more time.
And see what happened. Yo, man, I went right over there. Man, what the fuck? Yeah, man, no.
I seen it in my peripheral.
Yo.
Nigga, did you just fall out?
Man, listen, dog. So, man, we were playing the game. He in that joint talking about, Danielle Marsh had a tip to win the game. He missed. I had 17 rebounds. Eddie had like 13 or whatever. He coming out, Marks came, of course, he's number 1, 2 in the league in rebound. MC don't play that game. I had 17 of them bitches. You coming there, we not men, we not tough, we don't rebound the ball. Who the fuck you talking to?
You talking to me?
No, Ed, and you should be pissed too. And then I'm going off. And then go, big fella, when you coming back?
No.
Yeah, see,
No. That's the type of shit.
He said that shit.
Hey, big fella, when you coming back?
Yeah.
I lose it, man.
That mean he didn't like you though.
I
That just mean he didn't like
lose
you. Yeah, that's fuck shit.
Of course, I go, he come try to talk, we had a day off, whatever, come try to talk the next day at practice. I go over there, stand next to the gym. He coming over, think it's gonna be sweet again. Didn't you hear what the fuck I just told you, dog?
Man.
Fuck away from me. I ain't got shit to say to you, dog. I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit, I'm saying? Like, you poking at a nigga. Like, my knee bothered me, shooting around. Are you gonna go today? No, I'm gonna wait till tonight, man. My knee bothers me. I'm gonna walk through the plays, but I ain't gonna go up and down right now. My knee bothers me. Go now and we'll figure tonight out.
What? Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's him. That's him.
You better get your ass away from me, man. Like, this is so people wonder, like,
no.
So therefore, my knee bothers me, I'm not finna work extra in here, man. Not to go play for you. I'm gonna do my job, but I'm gonna do the stuff that I need to do to stop you, nigga. Like,
Man.
I'm saying,
it's crazy, man. Coaches like we see what you're doing. Like if I see you cussing this man out and saying sly shit and I'm on the bench, I can assume you saying it about me too.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm already self-conscious of the things I'm doing now. Right? I'm self-conscious of like, damn, I turned the ball over. First thing I want to do is now look. Now I see him doing this shit like, right? You get into that and coaches don't understand that. You're killing, your mannerisms can kill your team.
Yes.
My best games in Orlando is when a player got hurt and he couldn't play and Stan was forced to play me. Like Jay Rich missed a game, he got suspended. I go in there locker room, yeah, I got 20 today. He gotta play me. He got to play me. Oh, I be in that motherfucker cocky than a motherfucker. Be in that motherfucker, he talking, I be in that motherfucker stretching this shit. Yeah. I said, you already know it play. Zipper up, nigga. Yeah, zipper up, goddammit. You gotta play me today. I go out there, score 20. Next game, 1 minute.
Barely played.
1 minute. But at that point, it really didn't matter. Right? It really didn't matter because I wasn't, like he had the advantage over me. He had my pass.
So
fresh off the pass.
Yeah. So imagine having coaches like him and that your whole career.
Oh no, they would have got broke. Oh no, they would have been broke. Oh, Eddie tried. Oh, you had Eddie.
Well, he was the assistant.
Yeah, he said, oh nah.
Oh, we had to tell Eddie, no, you ain't the head coach. Sit your ass down. Nigga.
I'm young. I got niggas like that that's like talking crazy. From Randy Whitman, even Kevin McHale used to say slick shit. You know what I'm saying? Roy Williams. These all guys that try to want to break you. And then, like you say, you as a higher OG, you watching this shit, you like, man, what the fuck did you break? You trying to break him. He not gonna say nothing back. He just gonna go into his shell when we need him to play at his best, his highest optimal situation. Like, what are we doing? And just like y'all, I used to be the guy, even at a young age, that would say something. Like, Coach, why are you talking to him like that? His daddy don't talk to him like that.
So you need a nigga like me on your team. I tell you, I got you.
Yeah. Because I didn't have that.
See,
I didn't have that.
This was when KG.
Yeah.
See, no, I got
But KG was gone at that time, so I was like one of the. Like, man, what's up, coach? And that shit used to make me mad because I knew we were winning. I'm like, yo, you can't win like that.
You don't have no power.
And no power.
It's that's the veterans.
Yeah,
and nobody would do it. That's why we always suffer from my rookie year out to my fourth year. It's like, if I got to be the one to say it, I know I'm going to lose because I'm too young. I haven't accomplished anything. So niggas not going to respect what I'm saying, but he hear me. I know he fucking hear me. This nigga not responding to the way you coaching him. And we not winning in results. So what the fuck is you saying this type of shit to the... It's not helping us.
You want to tell me about my game, beat me in the gym. Coach. Coach beat me in the gym. I'm here 5:30. 5:30. We want to talk about the game. You watch more film than me? No. You better come correct on that game plan. You better, nope.
Write it off.
He's right-handed, but he like going left. Like, stop.
So we talk about the time in terms of the coaching aspect, but you guys have more respect. Do you feel like coaches that played before, and obviously this doesn't hold true for every coach, but coaches actually played in the league before and know how to approach players differently? Like, you're talking about Stan Van Gundy. Does it make you even matter looking at this dude like, bro, you'd have never hooped for anybody at a high level talking this crazy shit versus a coach who actually played in the league, you know, has been through the same things you've been through?
Now, look, when I evaluate coaching, right, it's, right, plays, practice schedule, is it functional, right? How does your practice, is it a functional practice? Meaning, like, are you one of those type of coaches that start off a certain, like, you know, we're gonna do some full court stuff, turn it into half court stuff, do some plays, then go back to full court. Like, how are you progressing? You know, so I go by that. Then now in game situations, like your timeouts, your plays after timeout, can you sub correctly? So, you know, played or not played, that's how I evaluate you. Like the advantage like a player's coach have is that schedule. That schedule is very important, right? When you can look at a schedule and be like, all right, okay, we're gonna have day off here, day off here. Like, you can pre-put them shits in, and then boom, now I can look at them, and then when the season starts, how long do you, like, there'll be some times where we have a day off, and I look at the coach like, nah, the way we playing, motherfucking day off. Shit, these motherfuckers, nah.
We need to practice.
Hey, we need to practice. There'll be some times like, yo, hey, coach, come on, dude.
Playing well.
Motherfuckers hurting.
Day off.
Yeah, we need a day off, maybe two.
Yeah.
Right? And then motherfucker be like, all right, man. Because he plays, so he understands what back-to-backs, 4 games in 5 nights, 8 games in 10 days. Motherfucker knows that.
Yep.
Right? You come to practice, and you ready to practice, like, nah.
How y'all feel today?
We ain't doing nothing really today.
Yeah, how y'all feel today?
All right, bet.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It's rad. Shots up.
Hey, fuck niggas, y'all better practice hard.
Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, that's. But I played for, like, Lawrence Frank never played, right? I think for when he was our coach, I think he one of the best basketball minds that could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like, after timeout, drawing up plays, calling out defensive sets, like calling out like one of the best basketball minds it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? But then I've been around a guy like Mike Woodson that played, and he know how to locker room guys, vets, days off, to Gil's point, when change and shoot around, times to later, let guys sleep in. Just like learning your guys, you know what I'm saying? Like that's important, man. It all matters.
I love a coach that harps on execution offensively, effort on defense, strategies, being able to put in, things that we know as a system that's gonna work for not only our advantage, but help him learn us. You know what I'm saying? What the things that we do good at as a team, what's our identity? You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams right now that I look at don't got no identity. They don't have no structure. They don't got no execution. It's like you don't run the play to, we got 3 options. That's what I used to love about watching the Nets, is because J. Kidd used to make sure y'all go through the options. And if a nigga got scored, you go back to it. You know what I'm saying? Go back to it. Go back to it till they break it. And then defensively, strategies. We was talking about this offline. You got the trap on the side, trap at the top, and you're going under. Kenyon hated bigs that dropped on the pick and roll because it's like you're giving the point guard too much. But if you can go down here on the offensive end and twinkle toes and do all these fucking moves, but you can't come out here and guard, like the coach, it's up to the coach to put you in the position to do these things. So I always made sure that when I assessed a coach's ability, that they had both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's a more execution and more strategy on the defensive end. And when you got that, it's championship shit. It's just now up to the players to execute.
Who's the better scorer in their prime, KD or Melo?
Damn.
That's an easy fucking answer to me.
Score, that's just overall.
The getting of buckets.
I mean,
levels, like you said.
Probably overall, you would go Melo because he had 4-level, 5-level scoring, which is layups. Like everyone talks about 3-level scoring, right? That's basic fucking people.
Triple threat.
Right?
Casuals
right? There's casuals, layup, midi, and then the 3-point line. It's 3 levels. Motherfucker that's posting up, and there's ISOs.
Yep.
Right? And, Melo posted up, and Melo was ISO player, right? That's 5 levels of, scoring. That's what I said, that basic bullshit is, layup, and he got the mid-range, and then he has, you have a guy that's great at posting up and a guy that's great at, one-on-one isolation. So when it comes to the who is the most, complete scorer, and you would say Melo, for me.
Same over here.
Y'all agreed on something?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, because we looking at it from a lens of tier level scoring, right? And I seen Melo from when he had the growth spurt and he had the handle. And a lot of people get away from Melo's handle, where he can bring it up and bop, 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 hit you with the midi, hit you with the off the dribble, right? Then Melo is playing small forward so he can come off pick and rolls, right? So when you're looking at that compared to KD, I say give Melo 7-foot height, and you're like, okay, what are we doing here?
But KD has that 7-foot.
I understand that, so that's an advantage for KD.
But I'm just scoring, whatever.
So skill set, you say, all right, Melo at 6'8" in the post, you know what I'm saying, face up, you talk about ISO, you talk about off the dribble, you talking about shooting a 3, everything is just as effective as KD.
Mr. B, I don't know, I don't feel like you rolling, Mr.
He got to prove it though. He can't just say KD and not show me.
No, I mean,
show me.
It's being shown.
No, it's not.
It's still being
show me.
It's built.
That it's better than Melo's.
Walk into the league. I mean, listen.
He's the best. He's the best. See, the problem with mine is
KD?
What KD does and how he does it is himself.
We'll never see it again.
Right? Like he's gonna go arguably like one of the top natural scorers to do it, right? But this is coming from 2 different places, like James Harden, right? James Harden will go down as a great scorer, but I'm judging off of the levels of how he can score. He can only score one way, right? Harden can only score the way he does it. He can't pin down, he can't come off screens, he can't do any of that. But how he perfected his scoring, top notch. Same thing with Kevin Durant. How he perfected his scoring is top notch. But he don't post up. and he don't.
He come off pinned down.
So he comes off pinned down.
So tell me what. Tell me his skill set. Tell me his skill set. I just told you Melo. I just told you Melo.
Putting that bitch in the rim.
Yeah,
putting that bitch in the rim.
Putting that bitch in the rim.
Like that's what I said.
Tell me. Break it down.
Wherever.
Break it down.
Wherever. Every time I step between the lines, I'm putting that bitch in the rim. How about that? That's just what it is.
No.
I don't give a fuck. Wherever, when I step. What's this? This the court.
Hey, you say he put it in there. Is it a
between the lines? That bitch is going in the rim.
Is it a mismatch?
Yes.
For whoever.
Why is it a mismatch?
For whoever.
He's
7 foot and
7 foot.
Say it again.
7 foot.
Say it again.
Melo.
Say it again.
We'll never see it again. We'll never see it again.
So tell me his skill set outside of Melo.
If we put weight on Kevin Durant,
good luck. Good luck, everybody.
That's like saying give Melo 7 foot.
No, but I love like
give Carmelo 7
years
foot
old at Syracuse.
Are you fucking serious?
But this is a conversation that's deeper than just who's scoring, right? I wanted to do this, and it'll hurt a lot of players, careers. If you say, all right, name your all life top 10 5-level scorers. Right? Because it's 5 levels of scoring, real 5 levels, that elite 5 levels. That takes out generations of players. Because, when you talk about the 80s, you're really talking about Jordan, the 80s, 90s, Jordan, then you got Bird.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe it.
Bird, I mean, the big man, we can't, the reason the big man is not a part of this because this.
Right.
But you're talking about, those two, Kobe.
But I guess what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? You got Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Right?
Paul Pierce is a
T-Mac a little bit. T-Mac is 4 or 5.
Did T-Mac post up much?
A little bit, but not much.
Yeah, I mean, T-Mac. But that's what I'm saying. You see how when you add the other 2 elements of posting up and ISO ball, you can see how a lot of great scores will be out of this category. And that's the difference. Like, Melo is in a category, KD ain't in a category yet because of the posting up and all that.
So
he tries it, but that's not his skill set. His skill set is face up, and I'm just gonna shoot over you.
Yo, can we look up the stats? Hold on, my bad.
Like Dirk?
Yo, can we look up the stats of when Carmelo played against LeBron one-on-one and when KD played against LeBron one-on-one?
KD's gonna bust this, but Melo's gonna. But Melo,
I just want to see the numbers. The one-on-one matchup. I know they got it.
Oh, I'm 7 foot. I'm 7 foot playing against a 6'8" guy, man.
What that mean? What that mean? I'm skinnier than you.
What do you think about Chris Middleton's game?
I like Chris Middleton's game. It's, it gets it
is. So,
straight to the point.
When you're talking about shooting and scoring and skill, right? Give him 7 foot.
Nah, that's different.
You comparing Chris Middleton to Kevin?
No, I just said give Chris Middleton 7 foot. Who is he?
No, are you comparing to
Who is he?
You're comparing
Just
Chris Middleton to Kevin
give Mikal Bridges 7 foot. Who is he?
You're talking about natural, but you're talking about like one's just a phenomenal natural scorer, right? KD's just like he's just a natural. Like he goes down as probably one of the best scorers.
He compared Chris Middleton to Kevin.
I didn't compare anything. I said if you give him 7 foot, who is he?
Talking about 5 level scoring. Do you throw free throws in there too?
No. That's 6
It's scoring.
That's 6 level. I'm just talking about like
it's the 6th level of scoring.
No, I'm just talking about somebody who can post up, right? Yeah. He's dangerous in the post up. He's dangerous in the ISO. Dangerous getting to the basket. Dangerous on the pull up. Dangerous for the 3, right? That's how you evaluate. There's a different level of scoring. Just everybody's just used to the basic math of
so
3.
you want to talk head-to-head Carmelo LeBron? But what do you want to see? Because we got the
or the matchup between Melo and KD.
But we got the LeBron Carmelo comparisons.
Bro, Melo in the post.
How many times did they play against each other?
Melo in the post is unstoppable, bro. You have to foul Melo in the post, bro. He's a bully.
I'm just asking.
He's a bully, bro. It's different. That's the difference.
Because we love talking about numbers.
They played against each other 46 times. LeBron won 30 of those. Melo won 16.
I just want the
regular season. They played 36 times. LeBron won 22.
Motherfucker, say the number.
The number.
We don't care about the record.
Because it don't matter. The record don't fucking matter.
So, point comparison, LeBron averaged 26.2, Melo averaged 21.3. Game highs, LeBron had 43, Melo had 42.
See, but that makes sense. See, how Melo plays, LeBron can defend that. LeBron can't defend KD.
Because there's the height difference.
Can't none of them defend KD?
Because there's the height difference.
LeBron
Neither one can defend KD.
No, they can't. they can't defend KD because KD's guard-like. So Melo's gonna try to toughen up. He's gonna try to do this with LeBron. LeBron can guard that. KD ain't doing all that. KD gonna sit in there, yank.
But KD can't do that. KD can't do that.
All he has to do is sit there, turn around, steppy.
You can't play bully ball.
That's not his advantage.
So KD,
Exactly.
KD LeBron comparisons. KD 29.8 points per game. LeBron 29.6.
But what's the Melo KD comparison? That's the question.
Did they play much against each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, they on the West.
Yeah.
They on the West.
It just that's what I said.
Yeah, but I don't know if they were guarding each other like
But
that.
that's why I'm even looking at these numbers. There's so much other shit you got to factor into it.
Like height.
Guarding.
I don't know. I just feel like what changed me with KD is when they played against LeBron in Miami and they went back and forth. When I saw that little one-on-one, when they had that little, they went up and down
even
like.
with Golden State, but it's just like LeBron can guard Melo easier because where Melo's gonna try to play that game at, Bron is strong enough to handle that.
And as the chat pointed out,
KD's sitting there with this, and it makes Bron move left or right. And when he pulls up, it's more energy to guard KD.
It's not diminishing KD at all because it turns into T-Mac if he's 6'8".
That's a lot of energy
It turned
to guard
into
KD.
T-Mac.
I mean,
it turned into
Melo.
T-Mac if he's 6'8". So what I'm saying
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's what I said. There's no diminishing him being 7 foot. But when we say, damn, that was a tough shot, it's because he getting that bitch off because he's 7 foot.
Healthy T-Mac, Melo ain't better than a healthy T-Mac.
Listen.
Wait, what?
Listen.
Melo better scored than a healthy T-Mac?
Prime?
T-Mac was all 5.
Listen,
you see, he was shimmying Kobe and I got the same shit you got.
And then you see when he came back down.
But do KD got that? Do KD got that?
But what I'm saying is he's trying to, but it's the same. He got the same thing though. That's what I'm saying.
But do KD got the
Melo ain't.
I think Melo will beat up T-Mac because Melo. I'm saying that's why.
But he's not a better scorer than T-Mac.
But that's why I'm saying I don't think T-Mac
But
will be able to score a lot.
T-Mac did easy. That's easy.
No, I mean,
that's easy. Oh my! I was there when he scored 60. That wasn't even a good game.
I got a lot.
He missed. The man missed like 9, 10 free throws. Missed a bunch. He should have had 80.
T-Mac better than James Harden?
Yeah, as a scorer, James Harden perfected something. So that like what's
the travel?
No, what I'm saying is James Harden perfected what he does best. Like if you say, James Harden, I'm gonna take the ball out of your hand, be efficient in scoring. Can he do that?
All I got to do is come up and do a step back and score every time.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a different thing because he only has, like if we're talking about complete scoring, right? James Harden can only do the one. That's like if we said, that's like when everyone talks about Giannis. He can only Euro dunk. He perfected that.
Okay.
Right? We can't take it away from him.
Okay.
Right? We can't take it away from him.
Okay.
He perfected the fuck out of that, and if you can't stop it, he shouldn't have to do nothing else.
But you can't put him over someone else just because he got something that you can't.
I can't, like when people say, yeah, who you gonna take as a scorer? And then I always say complete scoring, because I like to say if you can take the ball out of my hand, they can do something else and be effective.
Right.
Right? I'm gonna go with someone else, but if there's just getting buckets, I want James. I'll take that.
Because you can't stop.
Because if you can't stop that, then you don't need to do nothing else.
Right.
T-Mac a better scorer than Paul Pierce?
What? Yeah.
Paul Pierce could score from every.
He can score. No. Paul was a scorer.
Yeah, because that's a good question. Because it just looked different.
It
looks different.
I feel like it just looked different.
That's why I say with the KD thing, it looked different because you're 7 foot.
Pierce was in the NBA in the fourth quarter. There was nobody better than him for like 3 years.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't on this show.
but you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm asking. Like, I mean, but you asking me. I mean, like, I'm not a Penny Hardaway fan and I'm not a T-Mac fan. They didn't do nothing for me. So I'm just looking. Yeah. You know what it is? West Side.
What's up? Yeah. What's up, Mr. B?
I'm in that era where I'm watching both be great.
I studied both of them too.
T-Mac was different.
But Paul,
it was so easy.
Paul just looked different.
It was so easy for Mac that it was like Vince Carter, right?
Yes.
It was just easy. Like I'm so mad at Vince for what he did to the game. The GOAT debate what should have been him.
100%.
Okay.
He was so naturally gifted than anything you've ever seen.
Period.
He had everything. There was no, like, he had everything. Dribble, shoot, fade, moves.
Footwork,
He
everything.
had everything. If he had the mindset like Kobe, like I'm better than everyone and I'm gonna show y'all each, there was nobody who was stopping that man.
Right.
There was nothing that was stopping Vince Carter. When Vince Carter came in the lane, there was no big man that was willing to challenge it because they didn't want to be on ESPN.
Excuse me.
That was him. Think about, show Toronto, every time he went back to Toronto, show those stats. Because he didn't like them, they traded. Watch what he did to them every single time. He averaged damn near 40.
So you think the trade is what stopped his hungriness?
I just think he was just too nice.
It was fun for him.
It was too nice.
It was fun.
He was just nice.
See, I don't like players like that.
That's why I said
like you know who else was like that? You know who else was like that when we played against him? And not I'm just saying he was not like he was just a nice person. It was like Jameer Nelson. Like he would want to like crack jokes and stuff. Like not that he was like, I'm just saying like he was just like
he didn't take it serious.
Like he was just like, you know, trying to crack jokes because he felt like, you know, maybe I'll bust his ass or whatever. But I'm just looking at him like the team that you own and y'all fighting for the finals, like I wouldn't be fucking like, you know, cracking jokes or anything like that. Like
yeah.
So I get it. Like it's just like some players just be
going
like
through
just
it.
too cool and it's like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know, like
Man, you were doing that? You didn't say hi back to him?
not really. I mean, I was a rookie, so like I would just be like, yeah, like all right, whatever, like, huh? But it's just like, nigga, I'm trying to
kill you.
Nice, y'all number one.
No,
Like,
some
you know.
people like he had other personalities on the team where he just was chill.
Yeah.
Right. He was just chill. He was cool. Like but like Vince, like man, I seen it and I'm like, oh, you could have had 50 tonight, bro. You bullshitting out there.
Speaking about knowing where they like the ball, we got to talk about one of the most legendary plays from that era.
Ooh.
You already know what we're doing.
Talking about Jason Tatum. Ooh.
You already know what we're doing.
Accident that turned into a.
You threw that lob when Bron dunked on Jason Terry and TD Garden. I got to know first and foremost, why you do that to that man? Jason Terry's a good dude.
Hey, listen here. Listen. First of all, do you know the backstory of how much trash was being talked in that series? It was a lot of trash being talked. And, you know, Jet talked trash a lot to Bron. Cause he beat, you know, JT beat them.
Yeah.
So he, in his mind, he feel like he owned them. He could say what he want to say. I got one. He got his championship tattoo. So I turned the ball over. So I'm trying to make up for the turnover. And so I pressured him. D-Wade did the back tip. We got it back. And so I had a chance to lay it up. But one thing, when you hear Bron, when he runs, you can hear it. He like, and I heard it. So I got the ball, and I was about to take a dribble and lay it up, but I heard, and I was like, oh, I don't even got to seam. I just had to make sure JT couldn't tip it. So I had to throw it just high enough so JT couldn't tip it, and he was running full speed, so no matter who was standing there, it was going to be a freight train.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think JT was going to jump. I thought he was going to get out the way, but he turned around and jumped and was like a
So they should have arrested you for accessory to murder.
Immersive.
He said, they should have arrested you for accessory to murder.
For sure.
Like you said it, like you did a drive-by and you set it up. That man said, look, we can hear it.
Nah, for real. For real.
What the hell was Jason Terry thinking? Did y'all go stand by him and ask him?
Didn't nobody say, well, you saw what we did. We looked at him.
But after when he got it, y'all should have went on like, man, what the hell was you thinking? Like, he had no chance of hell of getting that ball.
But you know, sometimes a reaction, you run back, and then you turn into it. You don't know.
Yeah, your reaction be, oh, shit. Get the hell out of there. They shoot.
Now, I remember I tried to take a charge, and I took a charge on, it was fast break, and I tried to take a charge on Carlos Boozer.
Mistake.
It looked good. Like, oh, yeah, I'm about to, that ain't no guard. He just left it, just boom, 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 and one. Like,
I got Damon Jones on the break. Stack set him up my rookie year. Boom, boom, boom. He gonna take a charge. Man, if you don't.
You used to be disrespectful too. Raise your knees up on people and everything.
Nah, we was so stupid, man. Like, yo, can I just get out the way? Like, just
got somebody like that running full speed at you.
6'9", 260.
Ain't nobody calling no charge, man.
You can't.
Ain't it gonna hurt?
Jump. And the way, can we rewind the way he landed?
Yeah.
Please.
Now, it's kind of, it's good that he turned sideways, because if he would have got hit in the sternum, he would have broke his sternum, though.
No, look at, stop. When he first hit the ground, he on his side. Look, I mean, you ain't got no body control.
Bro, you don't see you don't even see him on the other.
At this moment, he realized he fucked up.
He probably thought it was.
Look at him, dog. Yo, he ain't got no control over none of his extremities at this point.
That's a cold photo, right?
Hey, I need underdog. Put that on the t-shirt.
That's the photo you need right there.
That's the photo.
Just,
Hey, Gil.
He looked like he in the bed.
Get that. You need a t-shirt. Gil,
Like he
let
in
me
the
get
bed
that
and
for
mad at
real.
his wife.
Oh no, serious.
Get that for a t-shirt for sure.
Get that for the t-shirt.
With the black t-shirt for sure.
We need, Rashad, go ahead and make that one.
Yo.
He not gonna make it. He's
See, the thing is, you and Rio, y'all didn't do it no justice. Listen, see, listen, we both would have got texts.
Yeah.
Had I been on the floor and somebody got dunked like that,
Oh yeah, back at.
I would have got a text listen, for damn sure, because I would have stood over you.
Yeah.
No question about.
Even in a playoff game?
One of my teammates would have dunked on something.
That hard?
That hard.
In a playoff series, and it's so much trash being talked.
And it's 2 inches.
Man, I would have stood over you.
Yes, and they was up too.
Man, I would have hit him when Michael Jordan got on these motherfucker. I would have been, listen, man, yo.
Them old Scottie Pippen
Yes,
New York dudes.
yes, some of them, dog. Listen, I'm telling you, man.
Where's that bear down for Jason Terry? He got real quiet in here.
Yeah, ain't no bear down for that dead body. Hey,
JT, I still love you though.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. We didn't know that was going to be that iconic.
Him,
though.
Brandon Knight, there's a few dead bodies that's in the NBA arenas right now.
Oh yeah.
Corpse.
That messed this messed this career up.
Dog, outline. They need to put a permanent chalk outline.
BK, that's my brother.
Yeah, that was a rough.
He a good dude too.
Stretch.
Yeah.
He was nice too. He just had
that knee injury. 'Cause he got a max deal.
Listen, man.
In Phoenix, he had the max. He was a max player.
Yeah, he was.
He averaged 20 a game.
Yo, I was in the locker room the day he got traded.
Yeah, he was.
He was in Milwaukee. The day he got traded in Milwaukee, we had practice and everything.
That was tough.
That was crazy.
Looking back now, though, he had to unleash Giannis, though. He had to.
But that shit was, that man.
He just won MVP of the Puerto Rico
Man
League.
was in that bitch.
That was playing in. B-Night won He won the, yep.
Yeah, but
That's my training partner when I train in Miami. That's what we train together sometime, yo.
Okay. Is he there or is it a goat? Because he's damn sure dead. He a corpse right now.
Yeah, but that don't count, man.
Yeah, dude, he was in the way.
Always the big man playing dunk on the little man trying to get credit.
That's a fact.
DJ could have dunked him and the ball. Could have dunked him and the ball.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
I mean,
that was tough. Ugh.
When we try. You know what I mean? Jump up there, you know, think you ain't gonna just like. I tried to block Shaq once. Okay.
I saw a couple clips lately.
Yeah, what was you doing?
I saw two lately about Russ. Russ trying to take charges and he getting that Braun coming down there. Russ trying to take a charge. He hit him. I like, come on, man, move.
Y'all disrespectful when y'all dunking on young people with the little ones.
Move your ass out of it. Listen, I'm a shot blocker, and if I see him coming, I'm moving the fuck out the way. I'm telling you.
Too much power coming.
How do you know as a shot blocker when you gonna move out the way versus when you gonna jump? Like,
It depends on momentum.
Yep.
Like if I got my step and I know I can, but if your momentum, certain guys coming a certain way, I'm not gonna jump. Like it's just what it is. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna gather like I am, and you might change your mind. I might give you that because you know.
Yeah.
And if it's a short dude, he definitely gonna change if you do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's how much power you. I mean, you know, just like anything, you gotta. Okay, he's.
Yeah, we both coming simon. We both running at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna go. But if I'm standing stationary and I see you running that, nah, I'm gonna move.
Like a cat like Ja, you going for it?
Ja
Morant.
He'll go for Ja.
I'm gonna cause my body.
We are Westbrook.
Cause I weigh more than him. Cause I weigh more than him. Once I hit him, it's going
backwards.
Cause I'm gonna jump out. Like that's the thing about a lot of people.
Yeah.
They jumping straight up. No. You gonna get your ass put in that basket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out into your body.
That's a fact.
So I'm gonna hit him, he gonna hit the floor.
Like Russell would be harder because he's bullet. He's
and he's strong as shit. And he's strong up top.
Did you ever have to make a business decision?
Russ was jumping.
Did you ever have to make a business decision in the league where you had to get up?
Man, I think I was in the picture when Kobe dunked on Ty McCullough. I was about to cut. I was like, whoa. What the hell? He had that motherfucker back here. I'm like, God.
T-Mac, Vint, like, yeah.
I don't know why nobody used to try to jump with Vince. Once he made a few examples, it should have been well documented.
The only person who kept trying him.
Swift.
The only person who kept trying him and kept getting embarrassed was motherfucking Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah. Next thing.
The one on the bait, the one. The one in the front of the Nets bench, the behind the back, and the one. Man, I was like, you better stop. He jumping everybody.
He gonna jump at everybody.
So they don't know better. The one thing he was gonna try to block it no matter what.
Showmile Swift though.
Showmile was crazy.
That one when I think it was with New Jersey, and he dunked on somebody from the Bulls.
He dunked on Alex. Was it Tyus or something?
Yeah,
Tyrus Thomas.
He yanked it back. Bro, that's one of the sickest I've ever seen.
See, but those type of dudes, it ain't about just jumping high, because when Vince go, if you up with him, he just gonna
he can move it,
change the angle a little bit. Most people, if you up with him, it's a block or body contact. But Vince, if you up with him, he gonna contort and then
it might have been rookie year or second year Vince. They playing Atlanta, Dikembe jumped, and they looked like Dikembe was gonna block it, and it looked like Vince was like, no, this motherfucker didn't jump on me. Motherfucker went by this boy. I was like, yo. Yeah, anybody got that lean? Anybody that can do this?
You're in trouble.
You better look out. If they can jump and they can put that bitch here,
so
you better watch out, because hey, it's all
that lean
because they gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Boom, and that ball up here.
Like Steve Francis, I used to. Oh shit! Hey, watch out!
Imagine,
and he couldn't even grip the ball.
He couldn't palm the ball.
Yeah, that's what he couldn't palm the ball.
That's the thing.
Vince and Mike and them cats used to.
Yeah, you got enough, like Amari and them up big ass hand, like Oh, another dead body.
Amari.
Tolliver kid.
Yeah.
Go him. Omari dunked on him. Dead body. Yeah.
Yo, what's that one ref that had that altercation that was cheating?
Tim Donaghy.
Yeah. How many do you think it's another ref that's in the NBA right now that's like him?
A club of them. I think it's a club of them. I'm not going to collude on it, and having people look into it, but something that big happen in the NBA just like it would in the MLB or in soccer games overseas.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
Not with one. If one takes the fall, it's like, oh, let's not look into this no more. It don't happen no more. But we clearly see the discrepancies in certain games where the swing for Vegas hits the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, this one guy takes this important guy out of the game. Next thing you know, the game is different now. Right? These are elements that bookies know about, gamblers know about. Hey, man, this is a game we need Luka out. He gets 2 technicals before halftime. What? How? Oh, shit, it fit Vegas. Right? So we look into it. You say, man, who could have been? We don't know. David Stern ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? That cover up goes back far beyond where we even start paying attention to it. So I look at that situation like there's always some dirt under the nails. There's always some dirt under the nails. But how far are players and coaches and organizations gonna go diving looking for that shit? Not far.
Not really, because we making too much money anyway.
And it fucks the integrity of the game.
Yeah, so when you're a player, right? When you're a player, impact players, you make too much money for what any bookie can offer you, right? It's a slap in the face. You throw a game, you know. Oh yeah, I give you 200,000. Right. You know what I mean? So what you have is the easiest group to manipulate is referees. All you do is just figure out their habits, get inside their habits, then you have them by the balls, right? You want to make a little extra money. You know, if a referee is making 20 grand per, they don't make 20 grand per game, right? But if someone offers them 20 grand for this game and says, all right, over under 212, right? The money's on the over. You would never know he rigged that game because he's going to rig it in the favor of the stars.
Wow.
Right? So now you're playing in that game. This is a game you're going to have 40-50 because all I have to do is just blow the whistle every time I think you got touched. You have a 3 and it's crushing the ball, and 1. 3 go in. All I'm doing is just putting points on the board.
Free throws.
So this is not a game you can see that, oh, this is, you know what I mean? I'm calling and 1. You know, that's when you get all of that. I'm not going to foul you out. I'm not going to foul you out. Right? I'm going to call a bunch of fouls on a whole bunch of people that have no importance to this. I want you to score 40. I want you to score 40 because the number rises.
Wow.
Like if you're a referee and you're talking about point spread, you can see that shit coming from a mile away.
So a guy like Lou Dort is the defensive guy that's going to stop one of those offensive guys. We gonna put him in foul trouble so that offensive guy can get
Yeah,
off.
that's when he'll get them quick, easy fouls. Like you can tell when you're trying to, cover the spread because now you're calling like if you're the underdog. I'm trying to get the star players in foul trouble so they don't have the rhythm. It's little things like that.
So just for clarity's sake, entry-level refs earn about $250,000 a year, or can make up to that amount. More seasoned guys are in the $500,000 range. So if you say $20,000, that's a month pay. Woo.
Now you can see like if it was, I don't know if it's leaked or anything, but even with the David Stern and Donaghy thing, right? The biggest mistake the feds made was letting David Stern know there might be other refs that we're looking into. Right?
Talk about it.
There's other refs we're looking into.
Yeah, Scott.
Right? There's not just one. We have groups, and David Stern said, "Oh, you're not going to ruin us, gangster. You're not going. You think you're going to ruin us? Leak it out. Hey, Scott Foster's been caught. Think about what I just said. They're investigating. Not Scott Foster.
Donaghy.
Donaghy is cooperating. He's going to help us. And you're like, oh, okay. Hey, public. Woo! Hey, the feds caught Donaghy. What'd that make you do? Oh, no. Oh, deny. Everybody he's connected with, deny.
100%.
They're not picking that nigga phone up no more. So that's what ended up happening. So you isolated him. He becomes the fall guy.
Wow.
So refs call by 82 games a year. Should we think about load management? Hit him with the load management.
Wait, how many?
By 82. Similar to what a player's doing.
A referee does 82 games?
Really?
So what you saying load management mean there would be more refs?
No, you got to load manage them.
So some sit down, but then you have to bring in more.
That's fair.
Then that's going to be even worse because then they're going to be worse than the new ref.
No, what ends up happening is this. I don't think a ref should know they're reffing until the day of the game.
I like that.
So it should be hubs, right? Like it should be hubs around where these refs are close enough to these games.
Regional.
Yeah, they're regional, and they don't know until the day of the game. So most Vegas bets where the real sharps are betting, they're betting around 8 in the morning, 6 in the morning when the lines are hitting till about midnight. About noon. That's where you're getting those good lines. After that, it really don't matter. So what ends up happening is you should wait till about noon, 1 o'clock to let whatever ref know that hey, this is your region. You're active tonight.
I like that. I like that.
This nigga smart.
Yeah, he's smart.
This nigga smart. This nigga smart. Like every time I'm on the show, I'm like, he's saying some shit that's like
every day.
But
hey, bro, that's really smart right there.
But let's not. We don't want to throw this out there, but let's not pretend that there's bosses of referees. There's bosses of those bosses.
Yep.
There's boss. You know what I mean? So there's levels of control. So it's not.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers ain't thinking on their own. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You're not.
Jabby at the top.
You're not gonna come out there and be rogue. I can tell you that for fucking sure.
For sure.
Last question for y'all. We'll keep this quick. So media gets to vote on MVP, regular season awards, postseason awards. Should players and coaches get to vote on officials?
As far as giving the officials an award?
No, I'm just saying these are the ones we rocking with. And if it's universal, all right, these players are rocking with.
Referees should get awards. Employee of the month. They're employees, right?
Yeah.
Like any other business. Employee of the month. Oh, this motherfucker's demoted. See, they do it. Like, if you are a bad ref, like there's some ref that's been 10 years and they've never got a finals job.
Right.
There's a reason the same refs are finals referees. They know how to swing them calls, bro.
And they're good in the moment.
I can tell you that. I think I mentioned it, but it should have been a bigger deal than it was. When Scott Foster was in game 3 of the Suns in that final game. If we know that Scott Foster and Chris Paul has a problem.
Yep.
It's a big problem where Scott Foster could not referee Chris Paul games anymore.
Right.
There was a minute where he couldn't referee, and he comes back for the finals. Chris Paul and them go up 2. Game 3, Scott Foster was there for game 3. They lost. The last game, the deciding game, you put Scott Foster, which Vegas, it swung.
100%.
Everybody was going for the Suns for that game. And when they heard Scott Foster was, Vegas shifted to the Bucks. But as a commissioner of the league, as a head ref, why would you put Scott Foster in that position to influence the game itself, right? Because what do you think that did to Chris Paul himself and that team? If Chris Paul is 0 for 11 against this man, what did you just tell him by letting him ref?
Hang it up.
We lost.
Hang it up for the night.
We lost. What do you think that the Suns was going when they looked and read? Oh my God! Look at this, boys.
Yeah.
You already. That's what I'm saying.
We have no chance. We have no chance tonight.
No chance tonight.
No chance.
Yeah, no, it's just more access, man. Yeah. More access to trainers, development, this, that. It's social media plays a big part of it now, I think. But they still got to put the work in. But yeah, no, it's definitely advantages to your pops playing in the 2000s and compared to before, you know what I'm saying? Because there's more and potential to be more than there's ever been, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I used to always wonder, like, damn, like such and such got boys and such and such got boys, like, why ain't nobody in the NBA? Like, why? I just wondered, like, there was an active thought I was having. Like, why? And just, there's no direct answers for it.
Privilege? Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
That's
I'm
part
waiting
of
for
it.
that.
It is.
Bro, I'm sitting
That silver
waiting for that.
spoon mentality shit, it is, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, so the answer that I came up with was part of that as well.
Yes.
It's the honest conversations, it's the truthfulness of the way you are with your son. The way I am with KJ, you know what I'm saying? And how I was when he was in high school, like just the brutal, flat out, honest to God truth about what I see and what you see. That's just what I thought that was the difference. I'm not gonna tell you that you had a good game and you fucking didn't. I'm not gonna tell you worked hard today and you didn't. I'm not gonna tell you this and you didn't. I'm gonna praise you when you do those things first. But if there's nothing for me to praise, why am I gonna tell you that for you to? Why am I gonna have you so you can go home and play video games and not have nothing to think about? Like, no, I'm gonna give you something to think about. Do I want this? Do I? And if you're gonna do it, this is the way we gonna do it. There's no other way. You know what I'm saying? Like my 18, I'm saying I got a younger son, Cameron. Now Cameron started playing late. He's getting more into it now. But getting him to love the game. I'm saying, getting him to fall in love with the process, the work, and being able to be critiqued and take it and process it and not worry about the fact that I said fuck, shit, damn, long
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I have the same problem too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's that, but it's being honest with him. And I'm pretty, you're the same, because you're honest about the game. You're honest about the ability of what you had to work at to get there. You know what hard work looked like.
Yeah.
So telling them that, and nobody told me, and then I read in a book or seen no fucking movie. I did this.
Right.
And I did it this way, the hard way, each year, and to be able to do this for you. And here you go. What you gonna do with it?
So we see that there's a distinct difference, though, between those who have parents who played in the league and those who haven't. That advantage and that privilege. It's just like when black people consider white people with white privilege, that they have access to things that we don't have access to that can help them in education and finance and all of these other areas, right? The same thing goes with guys who have dads in the league. You got access to luxury, high net worth information from other NBA players who, like, if your son went to talk to him about defense, like, this is high quality information that you gotta pay for, right? That kids with less privilege don't got access to. So you gotta get it from the mud. You gotta learn it a different way. And these kids that come from the luxury of the privilege of a father that played is the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? The facilities, the treatments. Like, these are things that we didn't have access to. I mean, your dad wasn't an NBA player, your dad wasn't an NBA player, my dad wasn't. So we had to get it differently. But seeing that, you know, your son can get the best of everything, right? But also have the work ethic because that's what his dad had. So he's not trained on simply the privilege. It's more so, son, look, I'm not giving you nothing. You got access to this shit, but you're gonna have to show me that you want it and that it values at some point in our life. So I came from that other side, and I represent that other side of saying, like, there are kids out there that don't got fathers that played in the league, that don't have the privilege, they don't got the money to go to the facilities, but they got the work ethic. And sometimes that oversaturates and overshadows the other guy because your son gonna be there. Your son is there. Like, they gonna get there because y'all got the determination to make sure they don't fucking fuck it up, right? A lot of kids don't got that.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, I'm having my beef right now is not with the boys, it's with the girls.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, it's hard to explain, like, I know what the next levels are. You know what I mean? I know what it takes without a trainer.
Yeah.
Where I'm sitting, like, I can train you in an hour where it took me 7 hours to do.
Exactly.
Because I'm rebounding on myself, so I had to mentally sit here and focus 7 hours of training where I can give you all the same information now, and then give you the information I learned here. Wow. I can take it from here,
All
give
the
it
way
to you
down
now. Your fucking trainers, I don't give a fuck who they think they are. Yeah. They don't have more knowledge than me because they're watching fucking TV.
Yeah.
They're getting their moves off TV. I'm getting my moves from the actual work in the gym and watching Kobe behind the scenes.
And the trainers are getting their information from you too. They going to watch you.
But still,
it's watering down.
I'm giving you watered down version, right? I'm not giving you the information of what I'm looking at Ray Allen do before game, what Vince Carter, sitting in the locker room, how this guy prepared. That's the knowledge I get to give you. So when you're sitting here, why I gotta do this? Why?
Yeah, man.
Just listen.
Just do the shit.
Just listen. There's some girls out there. There's some boys out there that don't give a fuck about none of y'all last names.
Woo.
And that last names just put a target on your back.
100%.
They coming to fuck y'all up.
Man.
If y'all are not prepared, y'all might as well quit. I'm telling you right now, might as well just save yourself an embarrassment because there's a force out there that you're gonna face that if you're not mentally ready for, it's gonna eat you up and you're never gonna recover. Yeah. You wanna be that force, right? And you know, with the girls, it's hard. Like they think I train them too hard. True. I'm not training you as a girl. I'm training you as a hooper.
Yes. Talk about it.
If I say, yo, we gonna shoot 200, your arms start hurting, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. You ain't even got it.
Your arm hurt?
Yes.
Until it falls off. I'll let you know when your arm hurt. When you shooting and the motherfucker's just like this, all right, good shot. All right, good shit, we done
T-Rex
today.
arm.
Right? It's like I'm trying to prepare y'all see these pages and y'all see the Steph Currys and y'all want to shoot like that, and I'm trying to tell you this is what you need to do because that's what they had to do.
Repetition.
Like this is it, man.
Repetition.
Like I said, I seen you in college. We over here think we doing it, man. Fuck them Cincinnati boys, man. They country old niggas right there. And they put that highlight tape in, and it's y'all can't see me all Tupac shit, like, oh.
In the background.
What? Man, they just got out of prison, man.
Them niggas just got out of prison.
Just got out of prison, man. This ain't legal, man.
Kenyon doing life. I know he done escaped. That's the leader.
Just wow.
The leader escaped.
Hey, who got a guard? I'm good. Hey, look, we gonna stay over here, man.
That's
you
Suge Knight.
Yeah,
he was the Suge Knight of college basketball.
We got some more work to do over here. You know what I'm saying?
Just the video took our hearts out, bro. They number one. Okay, I get it.
And to your point even more, and something else that I told KJ, and I tell Cameron this as well. Listen, that last name belonged to me.
You got a nigga.
Earn it.
Little nigga.
Earn yours.
Little nigga.
You gotta earn it. And why you think, what does he go by? The oldest one.
KJ. You right.
Don't nobody call him Kenyon Jr.
Ooh.
Right? Don't nobody call him Kenyon Jr. Call him KJ. He KJ Martin.
You gotta earn it.
What he do?
Make
I'm
it
saying?
pass, yep.
Nigga, that belonged to me. That's my fucking name. I made that name. So what you gonna do for you?
Tough.
This the things that you have to. I didn't have none of this. Get none of this. Nigga, me, my mom, and my sister in the house. All this stuff I had learned and picked and didn't do and was able to have to never get into big trouble and to do like all this shit was learned. Asking questions to other fathers. How you do? What you do? Oh, do it this? Okay, cool. Seeing other people, oh, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do it this. But just that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? But being honest with them, like that's the biggest thing in it all, man. Like I'm doing him a disservice.
If you're lying to him.
If I'm lying to him, first as his fucking father, and on the flip side of that coin, as a hooper,
Yep.
as a real live hooper, like. I'm doing him a disservice if I don't tell him the honest to God truth, what the fuck I see.
Wow.
Like, I used to tell him all the time, internally, bro, you got what it takes to play at the highest level. Internally, you got what it takes. Because I see me. You just got to get better at the skill set of it.
Yep.
You got to get better at shooting and dribbling and show people that you can do it. And what do you do?
Man.
And I tell him all the time, but your best attribute, dog, you fucking listen. All them gifts, athleticism, everybody see all that, great. Your best attribute, these motherfuckers work and you used them well. And everything, he was locked in, man.
That's dope.
So, and that's getting the young, the same thing. You got to lock in and listen and do this. And he's starting to look at me now. Now, before it was this, when I'm talking, now he's starting to.
Yeah.
So now we turn the corner.
You feel better when
we turn the corner.
When they see progression.
It feel good. It feel
Yeah.
different.
I'm dunking now. Okay. What you say again?
Say it again, Dad. Say it again.
When he only tapping backboard, you trying to tell me you got to go hard, and he don't see it like now he dunking. Oh, hey, so all right, we got to pull it back. All right.
Yeah, he caught his first bite a couple weeks ago. He looked at me over.
Yeah,
I said, because I'm always telling this, you got to get in the action. You got to get involved. You got to. Dude dropped the ball underneath. He went up, blew me, looked over at me, started walking. So, man, go play the game. Like, but
y'all don't like, but as dads, do y'all not like that? No, y'all upset. Hey.
Man, the first time KJ put that thing on somebody's head, man, I'm like, it was one of them moments. I was like, I didn't know. I've seen him dunk, but when it was one of them, he was over at Dorsey High School, dog.
Okay.
Man, the kid on the 10 shot threw the lob up, man. The KJ went up and kid was up under him, all on his back. I was like, I walked out the gym talking cash shit from that moment on.
He got it.
So you didn't come to them high school games, right? Listen, front row loud.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Front row
All
loud.
game.
Yeah. Oh.
All game.
He cussing the ref out, coach out, other coach out.
Front row loud. Confrontational.
Yeah.
And a fight come with it.
It's important.
Hey.
And
a fight come with it. 9 to 99, blind, cripple, or crazy.
Here come Debo.
Hey,
as soon as the game started walking in the gym, oh man.
Tuck your chains
This
in,
coach,
man.
that coach, that ref, that. You're in the wrong position. You're supposed to be over here. Like, come on.
I'm talking to you. No, I'm talking to you. You.
Man,
That's
boy,
real shit.
AAU games, all that, man. Referees in the huddle. Monty runs the referees for AAU and all that.
Oh,
Monty
my
McCutcheon, right? I see him at the game, right? AAU. He said, oh, Kenyon, your boy playing? I'm like, just KJ was in AAU. So during the game, the referees bad. He evaluating the refs. They god awful. I mean, really bad. So they halftime come, the referees in their little huddle, they talking. I said, the only thing y'all should be discussing right now is how bad y'all being. There's nothing else y'all should be discussing.
Loud as hell.
Loud as hell. And all the parents laughing. Now they embarrassed.
Yes.
Now they go tell Monty come over to Kenyon, what did you say to him? And all the parents take it up for me. Oh, he didn't say anything that wasn't true. Players from the other team parents would say, oh, he didn't say anything wrong. He just told them the truth. This game has been horribly officiated. But high school, AAU, all that, man, listen, KJ didn't play modern day, man. My wife was pregnant. I swear, had she not been pregnant, I probably went to jail that night, dog.
Because I felt the referees cheated them boys, man. And I, like, blatantly. You know, you watching the game and you see the fixing, you see the bullshit.
Yeah. Don't cheat me. Beat me. Don't cheat me.
I'm standing, my wife went to the bathroom and I'm standing by the door and the ref walked by. I said, you lucky, it's a high school game. I want to fight you right now. Dead ass, bro.
That's real shit.
Don't cheat my kid, man. Don't, you can cheat me. I'm going to feel a certain way, but don't cheat my child, dog. Like, but to the point, like, yeah, I've always been intense about the game, and you're going to play it, you're going to play it a certain way. You're going to do it a certain way, and it's not up for discussion, not up for negotiation. It's a dictatorship when it comes to this.
Yeah.
You're going to do it, that's just what the fuck it is.
If I'm your trainer, hey, you going to train my way. If you want to do it another way, go find somebody else. Trust me, I won't inflict. I'll pay attention. Hey, y'all do y'all. Don't.
See,
you asked for me to be your trainer. With 5:30, 5:30 sharp. This is what we're gonna do. I don't care about you can win. I don't care about none of that. Oh yeah. Right? You might move my stomach. I don't care about none of it. I don't care about no woman's cycle. None of that. I don't care. It has nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to perform on those same circumstances at some point in your career. Championship game, this match, and Mother Nature's gonna be Mother Nature. So don't try that shit on me. Right? Get your ass on the line. 10 up and backs. 52 seconds.
Let's go.
52 seconds. 52 seconds. That's NBA. But I don't let them know. 52 seconds, goddamn. I just want to see how close you get to it.
Let's see how close you get.
I just want to see how close you
If
get.
you can do it, you can do it.
But we be like 135. Good job. Almost got there.
Did I make it, Daddy? You was there, baby. You was there. You was there, baby.
More to do. I lie to you like that, but you gonna motherfucking go hard.
Like people ask me, like, did you play against your boys? I was like, no. They like, huh? So you don't play going on one against your boys? I said, no. They said, why? I said, because it's a different. I don't know. There's no turnoff for me.
Yeah. I heard the blue.
Like, there's no turnoff. Because they're going to do something. They're going to start talking shit. Now I got to lace them up even tight. Now I'm be looking for some tape. Like, is there a train in here? Yeah, I need to get some tape. I need to get stretched for real. And see you in 20.
Time for your top 5 point guard list. So Brandon, we're going to start with yourself. We'll post it on the screen. Give us your top 5 point guards.
Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, J. Kidd. Everybody on this list has been to the finals. Whether they won or lost, John Stockton got records that won't ever be broke. J. Kidd, I just think the mastermind of a point guard. Isaiah Thomas, let it be known. Magic.
Let it be known.
You know what Magic did, Showtime, and then Steph Curry changed the game. So I don't know who's beating that, but good luck.
Steph ain't no real point guard, man.
Shit. He bring the ball up. He brings the ball up.
Everybody on the team bring the ball up.
He brings the ball up.
Draymond bring the ball up.
Now he does.
Oh God.
Now he does. But in that heyday, when it was time to go get
Monte Ellis brought the ball up.
Monte Ellis is 2.
They both tools.
Didn't we say we wasn't going to put 2 because I was running on 1?
Didn't we say we wasn't going to put hybrid guards in him?
Who said that?
We all 3 said that. Because he said if you put Magic in, he got to have to put LeBron in. That's what he said. Well, then if we put LeBron in, we got to put Dame and all the other power 2 hybrids.
See, my other 5 is good too, though, but they took that off. I had some West Coast, some LA legends up in there in my other 5, but they ain't want to put that. So
we had to whittle it down to the top 5.
That's all right.
Solid.
All right, whose top 5 is next?
All right, let's move on. So Rashad, we got your top 5. If you want to read the list of the people at home.
J. Kidd, Zeke.
Let it be known.
CP, Steve, and John. Yeah, I like all of them. I left the hybrid guards out, the big guards. These are all guards under 6'5", 6'4", pure playmaking, team-running point guards. And I'm fucking with Steve Nash and John Stockton is my white boy.
So
my white boys that's in there.
Magic wasn't a point guard?
Not to me. Based on criteria.
Magic wasn't a point guard?
Not to me.
The team is 50% white if we include J. Kidd. We got 2.5. 2.5.
2.5, right? Yeah, 2.5. We're going to get read up.
So, but you said no Magic. thought process behind that.
Just because it's like Gil's criteria was big guard, Norm Nixon, and then was the real point guards, but then they let Magic bring it up, and he gave you all the assists, and okay, then he ain't no goddamn point guard.
We got to get Magic on this show.
He ain't no point guard if that's the case. Then, like he said with LeBron bring the ball up, he averaged most assists on his team. He the point guard. No, he not. He the hybrid.
So Zeke, you wouldn't consider Zeke a hybrid or Chris Paul a hybrid
At the time,
for
it
averaging
was
20?
Because they're not offensive-minded point guards.
They average 20.
But they're not offensive-minded point guards. They're system players. That they get their points in the system throughout the offense.
Let it be
Same with
known.
Steve Nash.
I mean,
why can't we use a jersey shot of Steve Nash? We had to use him as a grown adult, man. I'm just looking at it. No disrespect, Underdog Fantasy. We appreciate y'all.
Let's see Gil.
Download the app. Promo code Gil's Arena.
Mine?
So let's look at Gilbert, your top 5 point guard.
See, I told you. I knew he would do it.
Sure.
He couldn't help himself. He couldn't help himself.
I got
You want to read it off to the people who are visually impaired?
I got Chris Paul at the bottom, 5.
The fact that y'all got Chris Paul in there is fucking crazy.
What?
Explain. Explain.
Explain?
Explain.
I can explain. Hold
He's
on.
better than John Stockton?
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul better than John Stockton? I'm asking you.
As a point guard?
Hold on.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me try it. So John Stockton, just in case you try this shit. John Stockton averaged 13 and 10.5 assists. He was a 10-time All-Star, 9-time assist champ, 11-time All-NBA player,
Yep, and what record-
two-time steals champs,
Yep.
5-time All-Defense,
Yep.
All-Star MVP,
Yep.
19,000 points,
Yep.
over 15,000
Yep.
assists.
Yep.
Now, Chris Paul, 18,000 points. 18, average 18, 9.5, 12-time All-Star, 6 times steals champ, 5 times assist champ, 11-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Defensive team, All-Star MVP, Rookie of the Year. He has 21,000 points and 11,500 assists.
So what? What that mean? And been to the finals once and lost.
But we
Six.
talking about
We're talking about
we're not talking about his finals appearance.
We're talking about
Man, I'm talking about all that shit,
top
man.
five.
I mean,
y'all
how do you
y'all smoking some bullshit?
how do you weigh your defense?
Yes.
I mean, the game
Defensively,
changed.
John
I mean,
Stockton.
shit. Okay, imagine
John
John Stockton and Karl Malone playing in this era. I mean,
don't
what
know.
the fuck
I don't
are we
know.
talking about?
Talking about,
Oscar Robertson.
talking about Chris
Steals,
Paul.
he got steals.
No,
and
no,
he got
no.
steals
Brandon,
and assists and a record that
Did
never.
Chris Paul
let's
have Karl Malone to throw the ball to?
Nope.
I don't give a fuck who he
Nope.
is.
But you should, because
Get it done. Get it done. That's not my fault. I got drafted there.
But that's the reason you're giving it to John Stockton.
Man,
Your reason
they-
you're giving it to John Stockton because he's passing
You
the
had a
Karl
whole
Malone.
team with the Clippers and couldn't get over the hump. You had a whole team. So many niggas was coming through there. Jamal
Hall of Fame? They got Hall
John
of Famers?
Stockton never
Matt
got
Barnes,
over the
all
hump.
these
He got
niggas-
Hall of Famers?
John
He
Stockton
got Hall of
never-
Famers?
Who?
Chris Clippers. What the Hall of Famers? What the Hall of Famers?
I don't know. Shit, Doc
No,
Rivers.
no.
There it is.
No,
Hall of
no.
Fame coach, Doc Rivers.
I
said
didn't
he
know.
couldn't get over
Hey,
the
how many-
hump.
he didn't pass it to Doc Rivers?
And you said he couldn't
Should
get
I?
over the hump.
I mean, that man, how many
John
points?
Stockton never got over the hump either.
Who?
John Stockton never got over the
Everybody in the 90s
hump.
ran into one nigga. Who?
But what's-
Everybody in the 90s ran into one
same
person.
answer is not getting over the
Everybody
hump.
in the 90s ran into one person.
Hey, man,
Everybody
Oscar
got the-
Robertson. Then I got Curry. Then I got Magic. Then I got LeBron.
Chris Paul better than J. Kidd? Damn, y'all. Damn. What?
Oh, I got J. Kidd right here.
No, he ain't top 5.
J. Kidd had 12 points, 8 assists,
Man.
10-time All-Star, 5-time steal champ, 6-time All-NBA champ.
So Chris Paul better
Roy, when he was a champ, he was just a nigga on the team.
No, do not do that. No, do not do that. He was not just a no nigga on the
he
team.
was.
Do not. First of all, what?
He was a valuable resource.
He hits big threes.
Hold on.
Y'all got J. Kidd.
Hold on.
During the championship,
All right, let's do
he
this.
was in the end of his career.
All right, let's do this. Let's put points on championships.
No Isaiah Thomas.
Hold on. Let's do points on championships. If you are the man when you won the championship, that's 10 points. If you was the person next to the man, you get 5 points, right? If you are one of the other guys, you get 1 point. Jason Kidd gets 1 point for his championship. Who was the most important pieces?
Dirk.
Next.
J. Kidd.
No.
J. Kidd.
Jason Terry, Barrera, Jason Kidd.
No, J. Kidd.
Oh.
I'm running this
He
shit.
didn't even play
If
the
I'm
last.
running-
He didn't even play
J.
the last
Kidd's
5
mine?
minutes of the game.
J. Kidd's mine?
He was never in the game in the last 5 minutes. It was Barrera and Jason Terry. They didn't play
about the finals.
They didn't play that
talking
man.
about the
No, we're talking about They didn't play that man.
All right.
And then you want to talk about who?
Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas. First of all, overrated.
Let it be known, Zeke. Let it be known, Zeke.
Overrated?
Let it be known, Zeke. Let it be known, Zeke. Y'all got Zeke all. Hey.
12-time All-Star.
You talking statistically overrated, or are you talking about
12-time All-Star.
You was just a Detroit fan. You
12
know you can't.
I'm a Detroit fan. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan.
No, you cannot go there and talk about Zeke like that. You cannot go to Detroit talking about.
Talk about it.
No.
12-time All-Star, right? That means you're an All-Star. You're a top 24 player, right? You're a 5-time All-NBA player, meaning you wasn't top 15, but 5 times in the NBA.
They didn't like my attitude. They didn't like my attitude. I had an attitude.
Michael Jordan didn't like me.
But you can make the All-Star
exactly.
game. Michael Jordan ain't got nothing to do with you being
because the fans vote.
They ain't like
no,
me.
fans vote for All-Star.
My attitude.
Your play votes you as All-NBA. He was only a 5-time. So most All-Stars, like Chris Paul, you're 11-time, 11 times.
Keep going.
11-time, 11 times.
Keep going.
Y'all going with the State Farm.
11. Like Jason, like Ray Allen, right? You got 11-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. That means you were only top 15 2 times in your career. That means you're not a dominant person.
You said Zeke is overrated, so keep going.
5 times.
But that's
5
there was
times.
2 teams at that point.
Y'all going with Clifford.
Huh?
Y'all going with Clifford.
2 teams.
Still
Still 5
State Farm
times.
guy.
I'm saying 2
Ain't this
NBA teams
shit?
at that point.
When John Stockton did it,
I'm
John
glad it's
Stockton
the last show.
was 11. John Stockton is a 10-time All-Star.
Well, you said
Listen to
Pete
what I'm
was
saying.
overrated.
Listen to what I'm saying. 10-time All-Star.
Overrated.
Gil, you're a Detroit Pistons fan.
10-time All-Star. In the same era. 10-time All-Star, but an 11-time All-NBA player. That means he didn't get voted by the fans, but still made the All-NBA team. 11 times. 12-5, 10-11. Like, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Zeke being overrated.
Chris Paul's not even better than Russell Westbrook.
Who?
And James Harden.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shit, nah.
You're crazy as hell.
All right. Yeah, all right.
You're crazy as hell.
Zeke overrated, though.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
To be a top 3? Where? What did you do?
He won 2 championships.
Okay,
What did he do?
won 2 championships.
What did he do?
He led the team.
No, he did not lead. He led him once.
Okay.
He was the Finals MVP one
Okay.
time. Joe
Didn't
Dumars was the
lead.
second.
Okay.
He didn't lead the team.
One.
Okay.
And what? There's 2, right?
Gilbert, he didn't lead the team.
Who was the best player on the team? Who was the main guy? Joe Dumars, right?
No.
Oh, Isaiah
What are you
Thomas. What are we
talking? You're trying not to
many
get
All-NBA?
Yeah, he's trying
You're
19.
trying
The
not
stats
to get
show it.
Ain't
The
no
stats. This is not getting.
He's
Fuck
the
them
leader.
stats.
I am not guessing.
He's the
Fuck them
That's like
stats.
saying
I am
Andre
not guessing
Iguodala.
here.
It's like you saying Andre Iguodala was
We're
the
talking about
man
I am
that
not
won
guessing.
for
I am not guessing on what he did. He was a 12-time All-Star, top 24. But when it came down to the top 15 players, he only made it 5 times.
You said he's
How
overrated.
can you? If
You said he's overrated.
All
Gil.
NBA?
It was only 2 teams at that point.
Okay, All NBA.
You said he was
All
overrated.
NBA. That means there's 2 other players that was beating him out. There was 2 point guards beating him out every year.
He's overrated.
To be top 3, but you have John Stockton, top 2, but he was a top 10 player. That makes it even worse. That means Zeke wasn't a top 10 player. But only 5 times.
To the players?
To the
players?
Only 5 times.
To the players? So all the players agree?
Dick ride the league.
Think about what I'm saying.
He didn't dick ride.
5 times. We're talking about in that era.
He was left off the
Who was
fucking
the other
dream
point?
team
Who was
because he
the-
didn't shake a nigga's hand, and you're talking about
That
all
means-
NBA team.
you know-
What the fuck are we talking about, bro? We
All
left him off a
NBA.
legendary team because he didn't shake a nigga hand.
That's championship.
So how
after.
many
That's-
all
that's-
NBA teams were he left off because he didn't shake the nigga's hand?
That was after.
It don't matter.
After.
He's still
That was
being-
in the 90s.
He still is
He
not.
played in the 80s.
Zeke is Zeke.
He played in the 80s.
Zeke is
The
Zeke.
handshake is in the 90s. That means Bird, that means Magic, and John Stockton was in front of this man the whole time. So when the careers is over with, how the fuck do you put him in front of John Stockton? How?
By putting him in front of John Stockton. Just that easy.
Just
you
'cause
see
you
how
did
I
it.
just did
Just
that?
'cause you did, but you
Did
did it.
just see how I did? It was so easy. It was like, how do you how? Like this.
And then Curry.
In front?
Then you have Curry in front of Magic. There can't. But that's what I'm saying. You're putting a 3rd person in front of someone second. You can't do it.
No.
That's
I'm
what
putting
you can't
someone
do.
I believe is a better point guard in front of the person.
How? What shows it? Show me the stats. Where?
It's not going to be
15,000.
It's not going to be
he played for stats. He played for stats.
There's nothing
Just because he dick ride the league,
there's nothing that says it. There's nowhere 5-time all defense. Zeke is not even on the all defensive team. There's no accomplishment that Zeke has in front of John Stockton or anyone.
2 championships.
Team.
Oh my gosh.
Team. You're not on the all defensive team. That means the white boy is better defensive player than you.
This is the goal.
And you're a defensive team.
Let's move the goal.
You're a defensive team, and you're not all defense.
Take this goalpost. Take this. We're gonna move the goalpost.
You know why Zeke ain't in there? Because he wasn't following around. Like, you know how like everybody be following
Who
around
was the
LeBron?
best
Like,
defensive
them
team in
niggas
the
was
80s and
following
90s?
around. Like,
in the beginning of the 80s and the 90s. Who was the best defensive team, right? We talk about who? Detroit Pistons.
So you saying
And
John
he's
Stockton
not,
is better
he didn't make one defensive
You're
team.
saying John Stockton is better than Zeke.
Defense? Hell yeah.
No, I'm just saying better. I'm saying better.
5-time, 2-time steal champ. He owns the steals record. That means he was a defensive player.
No, that means
Plus
he stole the ball in that season more than the other guys.
Yes.
That doesn't mean he's a better defensive player.
No. The 5.
It means I stole the ball.
No.
More times this season than other guys.
The 5-time all defense makes him a better defensive player.
No, it doesn't.
If I made it 5 times and you made it 0, brothers, you're not.
It means that you got voted.
And you have a defensive team, which means your points, your defensive rating should be either. Yeah,
my top 5 again.
And then I don't know how Curry will be in the conversation over Magic Johnson.
I mean, why not?
That is embarrassing.
I changed the game.
That's embarrassing now.
Everybody in that top 5 run their house.
I thought we were talking about point guards that run the team, not a bunch of stats, chasing stats, stuffing ass. Oh, we put him here because he got more of this. I thought we was talking about point guards.
There's no stat.
I was talking about point guards.
Stat Curry has over Magic Johnson. Not one stat.
Change the game.
Not one stat.
Change the game. That's a stat. I changed.
There's not a stat that Curry has that would be over Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Well, 3-point.
That's not a stat.
Yes, it is a stat. I'm the greatest 3-point shooter ever. What are we talking about?
Go to
That's
the
He said 3-point makes or not a stat.
No, go to the what's the name? Let's see if that's part of
Mr. Shoot 3-pointers said that 3-pointers are not a stat.
Accomplishment.
I'm sick of this.
Calm down, Freedom.
Calm down. Go to accomplishments. Let's see if threes are part of a stat. An accomplishment. Let's see if 3-point con is
3-point champ.
No, there's no 3-point champ.
It is a
3-point
champ.
all time. Like, you know, the thing that Ray Allen and Reggie Miller were waiting for Steph.
That's not a thing.
2-time NBA scoring champ. But that's
Scoring champ, yes, he has scoring champ. Not no 3-point champ.
He's a
5-time. Hey,
you said 3-point is not a stat, Gil.
Accomplishment.
You said
you don't get motherfucking leading the league. You don't get an accomplishment for leading the league in threes.
He said Isaiah Thomas was overrated.
You don't get it for leading the league.
Done.
Compared to what you're saying,
to Chris
to
Paul?
be 3.
No, he said to John Stockton.
No, he said to Chris Paul.
Both of them.
9 times.
Overrated.
Are y'all not listening to what y'all saying? Y'all look, he has the best defensive team that people put together, but the player himself didn't make one.
He didn't have to.
He
If they got the
didn't.
best
I got Dennis Rodman.
They got the best defensive team. Why the fuck do he need to be the best defensive player?
Doesn't it start with your point guard picking up?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It starts with
It
Gil
doesn't.
Embiid.
It doesn't.
And them niggas in the backcourt
Thank
foul
you.
them motherfuckers
Thank
every
you.
time.
Because Golden State defense start with who?
Dennis Rodman.
Golden State defense start with who?
The point guard.
No,
Draymond.
Draymond Green.
Who picks the ball up?
Draymond Green.
Who stops the ball?
Draymond Green, right?
Draymond.
The defense starts with, right?
Yes.
Boston defense started with who?
Marcus Smart.
No,
KG.
KG.
Oh, you talking about then? I'm talking about now. I'm talking about this Boston, but
Rondo.
KG.
The point guard.
KG
was the defense.
KG.
KG was the anchor.
KG.
Anchor.
Was the
No,
anchor.
KG. Come on.
You said it.
Got you.
Anchor.
Got you.
That means Zeke is
Ben
You
Wallace
go be
and
you.
them.
Anchor.
You go be you. I got you.
I got you.
Do y'all hear what y'all saying?
Got you.
Thank you.
Dan Wallace and Rashid too. Y'all go do y'all thing. We got you.
I got you.
I got
Don't
you.
worry about it.
You don't gotta play no D. Hey, that's what it.
Don't worry
Rip,
about it.
when they said to the Rip.
You don't have to play
relax.
no-
You don't have to win the NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
You proved my point.
Zeke, you don't have to win it. Zeke, we're the best defenders.
Go score, 'cause we can't score
We
like you.
good.
I appreciate you just said
We
it.
good.
You just
But
said it.
everything else makes you a great point guard because
He
we
said
don't need you to do
overrated.
these
You
things.
just said it then.
He said overrated.
The anchor.
I'm gonna give you these.
The anchors.
Because when you go, you're gonna need
The
these.
anchor, right? You said the anchor.
Just to give him
right?
something.
Zeke, you don't have to play defense because we will do. You get blown past because you're garbage at defense. We'll help you out.
That's not-
These guards are not getting beat past. They're not getting past John Stockton. They're not getting past
you
John
hearing
Stockton.
this nigga
He's
right
locking
now?
you up. He's here. What's happening?
John Stockton.
What's happening?
John Stockton is
What's
locking
happening?
Zeke up.
I don't have to.
John Stockton is locking
relax.
Zeke up.
Relax, Carl. I got
John
this.
Stockton is locking Zeke up.
Hey, Carl, hey.
Are you standing on that?
What are you doing?
You're sweating.
What are you doing? Zeke.
You're sweating.
Zeke, hey, I got Zeke. What you going? Where you going? John Stockton getting past him like, help, Bill.
Somebody get this man
help,
a towel.
Help, Bill.
Somebody get this man a towel.
Help, Bill.
Get him some napkins or something.
Bill, help. Bill, help.
Nigga's sweating.
That's all Zeke doing. Help. Bill, help. They blew past me again. Like, come on. Everybody's an all defensive player but him.
Let it be known, Gil.
All right, listen.
Wipe you down.
Listen.
Right? Come on.
Everybody, hey, he is sweating on fire.
Everybody made the all defensive team.
I'm off the overrated.
Detroit, we are calling all goons.
He's
Detroit,
picking the
where you
ball
at?
up, which tells you they're blowing past this man.
All goons. Calico, where you at? This nigga tripping on us.
How much Dumars? How many all defensive teams Dumars
That's
made?
what he do. That was a specialist.
Gary
That's what I
Payton.
do.
Gary Payton.
Dennis Rodman and Joe Dumars.
I got it.
Did what?
I got it.
Zeke, you know what you
I
gonna
got
do for us. Zeke, we know what you gonna do for us.
I got
Zeke
it.
the main nigga taking off on people.
Come on, man. Stealing on everybody.
When Chris Paul take off on somebody. He got
I got a different kind of defense. I got a different kind of defense.
Rondo two-piece him. It is. It's all that. It's all. It starts from right here. It starts from the point guard.
Yes.
Nigga, knock you.
What's up?
It says a lot when you knock a nigga that's big.
Obviously, he wasn't doing that.
What's up?
Hey, obviously, he wasn't doing
He's
that.
stronger than
What's up, nigga?
He was like, help. Hey, I'm guarding John Stockton today. Help.
Bro.
I got magic.
You said
help.
overrated.
To be three.
Yeah, he said overrated.
To be three. That's overration. To be three. Top 10, yes. Three.
Over them.
Oscar Robertson? Come on. What are we talking about? I think Oscar Robertson got some defense too. Okay, maybe he don't.
What about Bob Cousy? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Listen.
Get the fuck out.
That's day one. That's day one.
Let's go back to
Every time we start talking about point guard.
Obviously, we already know I got the best five.
Yo, what the chat say?
Let's go to
Chad, who got the best?
Let's go back to McCann's. Let me see. I know I bust. There we go. Look.
Solid.
He got
So
J
solid.
Kidd won.
I know.
So if J Kidd won,
So solid.
I mean, and
So solid. Triple double guy, point guard, nigga.
12 and 8.
We ain't talking about no stats.
12 and
We
8.
ain't talking about no stats.
6-time All NBA.
Who you want running your team?
No, that's a different conversation though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
the point
It's the
guard.
same conversation.
No, because if we're picking a point guard to run our team, okay, who you picking out of all of them to run your team? If you got the first one pick, yep, to pick any of them to run
To
your
run
team.
your team, Gil.
Don't go off the champions. Just
to run my team.
Watch this. Look at him.
To run my team.
He's trying to be petty.
Oh, then I'm going Magic. I'm going Magic.
Okay, I'm rolling.
After that,
Okay.
J Kidd. After that, probably J Kidd. Like that's what I said. It's a difficult thing. Look. When it comes to point guards, right, and we're talking about the IQs of it, then we're all saying the same thing, right? When we're talking about the IQ, pass and the ability to get everyone open, yes, right? But when you start throwing stats in here, it kind of changes the shit.
I don't have to do all the stats because we're winning. My team is good. I don't
don't
have to
need the
do all
stats.
that.
We don't
like,
need none of that.
First of all, he holds the ball 24 seconds. Chris Paul.
He's controlling. I got a sorry team. I got to
That's
control
why
this
we
shit.
can't win. Get off of it. Get off of it.
But that's the system.
No, that's you.
I got
Get
star
off
play- I
of
got
it.
star players.
No,
been
that's
the same.
you.
I don't got
Get
Carmelo.
off-
System
Get
has
off
been
the
the same.
fucking ball.
It's the
I don't
You
got
know who you
Carmelo.
can
I don't got Carmelo with me.
Hamstring coming in
I got-
2 weeks. Get off the fucking
off the
rock.
ball.
To who?
To James Harden. Pass that shit to James or somebody.
I got.
Whoever you played with.
But like even like somebody like Russell and them, right? There's no passes that they made that makes you be like, oh, them motherfuckers got the vision that we need.
No.
How do you know?
Versus Nash and
J Kidd
and them, right? So like if I'm gonna have somebody like really
That can get that kind of
Magic.
That's what I'm saying. That's
John Stockton.
like if you tell me like John Stockton, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm putting Zeke up there For the fierceness,
the
competitiveness,
Okay.
the never back down. He can hit the open jumper. He can get his team involved. He play defense. He's scrappy.
Let it
That's
be known.
all of this shit.
No, he's not scrappy. No, he's not scrappy.
He is scrappy.
He didn't make the whole defensive team.
That does not mean he's not scrappy.
I know who's scrappy though.
There's
that
a-
white boy.
You know
that
what?
white boy-
Hey.
that white boy made it 5 times over Zeke.
Listen. Zeke is scrappy
Hey,
because
Zeke,
he's scrapped.
That white boy was like, Zeke.
Zeke's scrapped.
Watch out, Zeke. I got this defense.
Zeke's scrapped.
Huh?
Zeke's scrapped, nigga. He's
Well, he
scrapped
could've
because he's scrapped.
He,
He actually go out there and
that
scrap.
white boy stopped him.
Who run the league? Who's the color in the league? Who run the league?
Black.
Huh?
Black.
Okay.
Black.
You just gonna go
Black.
Okay.
Soon as they
That's what we
integrated
doing.
it. Soon as they integrated it.
That's what we doing.
Soon as they
David
integrated it,
Stern.
black.
David Stern. Okay, John Stockton, David Stern. They have dinner together.
He owns the steal record and deep, like all time. Like defense. Like, how do we measure this with the guards?
We asked Zeke, what do you think? What did you think when John Stockton lined up against you?
Let it be known. Let it be known. We need to hear from Zeke. He gonna watch.
He locked me up. He locked me up.
Zeke, when you got John, just how we asked Gilbert, when the white boy get up against you, what you gonna say? 100.
But the stats.
100.
But the stats say otherwise.
100. That's what you say.
John
You
Stockton,
said, and I asked you a
their guards
question.
are tough.
You get white guy guarding you, Gil. What is it? It's 100.
But again,
automatically.
this is not
so the number.
This is not of our opinion. The numbers say, like, have a defensive team that starts with the point guard to stop the ball from penetrating.
So you pulled up the numbers between Zeke and Stockton.
I got everybody. I got
Zeke
everybody.
and Stockton.
I got
so between the
everybody.
two, in every single battle they had, you're saying that Stockton upped him and didn't.
Hey,
Is that what you're telling me? You can't tell me that.
There's defense.
Hey, hold on. Hey, so I know you're going by numbers, but you think Chris Paul's a better point guard than Rondo?
What are we looking at? What we gauging? See that now you're thinking about the passing and all that stuff.
I'm thinking about everything.
And you don't like Chris Paul, so you can't be biased.
I'm not being biased.
You are.
No.
You do not like Chris.
I do think Chris Paul's a good player, but I don't think he's that top tier. When we're talking about top 5, like top 5, I don't think he
has the best turnover ratio, assist to
Yeah,
turnover
bro,
ratio.
you gotta,
Okay, that's fine.
You just got to say who you putting over him.
No, I'm just asking.
6-time steals champ.
That's fine.
5-time assist
That's
champ.
fine.
9-time all defensive player.
That's fine.
Like, I mean, all
That's
defensive
consistency.
team.
It's a
Like
lot
we're
of-
talking
that's
about.
consistent.
We're talking about both sides of the field.
No, it's a lot of dick riding in the NBA.
No.
It's a lot
That's
of
what
dick
I
riding
say
in
with the
NBA.
Zeke shit,
Dick
man.
riding
With
in
the
NBA.
Stockton Zeke shit. It's like you can say it both ways, right?
Some of them in there, like Derek. Let me stop.
Detroit has turned their back on you again, Gil.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to get Zeke on the show.
For
you
sure.
need to rock
See?
Isaiah
Cal,
Thomas.
I told you.
When we're at Summer
Take his
League,
fucking card away.
when we at Summer League, we need Isaiah
his
Thomas
card away.
jersey.
Okay, so look, let's say, because there's a defensive category in here, right? And we're talking about guarding the point guards. He got to guard the Magic Johnson.
No, but you're using defensive metrics as a fucking award system. You're saying
Against
if
a
you
deep-
didn't win the defensive team, or you
When it's
didn't make
this close, he has 5 things that you didn't do, but your team is known for
but
this.
he has no control over who gets voted onto those teams.
What I'm
so you can't
that
control
means
that.
You do your job.
No, it don't mean that because I could do my job and still not get picked.
How?
What do you mean how? By being snubbed. It's called being snubbed on the list.
How many times did Chauncey Billups make the all defensive team?
Let me calculate.
I guarantee you, it's like if you're keeping everybody from doing their job, then you are a front runner. You have an advantage.
What? If you get
have an
snubbed, you get
advantage.
snubbed. That means
How
I
is he getting
cheated.
snubbed every year?
Two-time all defense. Chauncey.
2-time all defense. Chauncey
Bro.
Billups.
Second team.
And he got the goons in the back. Now, how does this man have the fucking whole goon squad? Your team is known for locking people, the bad boys.
They didn't like him. They didn't like IT.
Was
They didn't like
Chauncey a good defender?
You know what this tells me?
Was Chauncey a good defender?
This tells me, I'm sorry, Detroit. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, but this is what tells me. You have your whole team. You got Rodman. You got Rick Malone. You got
Rick Mahorn.
You have Rick Mahorn.
said Rick Malone.
You got a goon squad. That means everybody on your team, all defense, but your point guard. What does that say?
Nothing. That means
Doesn't
I got
say
the sharpest
nothing.
nigga on the
Why
league
do
don't
I
like
have to
me.
have a
The league
point
don't
guard
like
that's
me.
all
The
NBA
league don't like
defense,
me.
bro?
The league don't like me.
Why do I have to?
That's what your team is known for.
No, the team.
Your team is known for that.
But my point guard is
That's
not.
like calling us
My-
Splash Brothers, but you can't splash.
No, it's not.
You can't splash.
No, it's not, Gilbert.
We're Splash Brothers without a splash.
It's only 2 Splash Brothers on the team. It's only 2.
No,
There's
I'm
not
just-
5. There's not 5 Splash Brothers. There's only 2.
We're saying if our
There's
team
only
is
2,
I said if our
not
team-
5.
I said if our team
So
is
we
called
got
Splash.
4
I
defensive
said-
players, and
We're
one of
called-
them is not. Is our point
We're
guard.
called the bad boys, but one is not bad.
Okay, the Splash Brothers.
The only point is punching niggas out. The only motherfucker that's fighting is the only nigga that's bad.
The old bad. We are called the bad boy. The bad boy. We didn't say we got 4 bad boys. We're all of us. John, Sally, the whole team.
Isaiah
was
Thomas
defense.
didn't make the dream team because he was the
That was
one
a personal
he
thing.
told the bad boys, don't shake they fucking
that was a
hand because
personal
I'm the
thing.
baddest motherfucker
That
out
was
here.
a personal
And I
thing.
said, fuck them niggas.
Okay, so he
Fuck them.
in '92.
Foul Michael Jordan.
92.
Every time he come to the lane. Foul his ass.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
And this is what he doing.
Fuck him.
He said, "Oh, I got Michael Jordan. Ready?
Go. Foul him. And exactly what Chauncey and Rip was doing. That's exactly what Chauncey and Rip was doing. Go. But he got 2 NBA all defensive Chauncey because he was saying go?
He was defending.
No, he wasn't.
You got to defend.
He ain't no goddamn defender.
He defending Derek Fisher.
He ain't no goddamn defender.
Defending
He
them
couldn't do
weak
that.
Some weak ass niggas.
They couldn't guard Mark Jackson, who's doing this right here. He's doing this. As soon as he get the ball, Mark Jackson get the ball like this. And then go do this. The whole.
Mark Jackson coming down, shimmy.
No.
Young Mark was a problem.
I got young Mark.
Young Mark was a problem.
Okay, how about moderator?
No, I'm more than a moderator, girl.
You got to start saying some shit.
I'm more than a moderator.
Start stepping
I'll
in.
let y'all cook.
Start stepping
I'll
in.
let you all
This
cook.
nigga's throwing shit in
You
there.
didn't know
What?
that Zeke was not an all defensive player.
I'm gonna pretend like I did, Gil, because I got to be all-knowing in this role and position. I would have thought that Zeke would have more all-defensive team selections, but let it be known, I will also defer to Zeke. Could have been some hating going on. Niggas was not really rocking with him for some reason.
In the 80s?
Yes,
late
Gil.
80s.
In the fucking 60s, in the 2000s, in the whatever year. They still not fucking with Zeke right now.
Okay, but we're talking about from 79 all the way up before they start hating you. Where was the defense?
Oh my Lord. So now he need defense.
I'm just saying.
So John Stockton, you ain't asking the same questions for John.
When everything,
John, where was the defense?
He said Isaiah Thomas was overrated.
To be 3.
He said overration.
No, to be top. He's not even in your top 5. He's not even in your top 5.
He said he was overrated. He said overration.
Isaiah Thomas. So he's overrated to you. He's not even in your top 5. To be your top 5?
He's in my top 10.
He's not in the top 5, like he just said.
Like I got after my 5. That's after 5. I got what?
He's not gonna use the same criteria.
I got Jay King and him. He's like 7.
He's not using the same criteria
He's like
against
7.
the rest of those guys. Because if he did, a lot of those guys wouldn't still be in the top 5.
Isaiah Thomas, man.
If you use the same criteria for Isaiah with the rest of those guys, they not gonna stay in these spots.
We need
Any
Zeke
of
on the
guys you
show.
got
Oh,
ahead
for
of
sure.
Isaiah.
We need.
Oh no, I'm gonna hit Zeke right. I'm gonna hit Zeke right up.
They not better defenders. All the guys that you got in front of Isaiah.
That's Chicago
All of
too.
them.
Isaiah Thomas, that's Chicago. He don't care. Of course,
And he played
ain't
with the
nobody gonna like him in the league. He cocky.
Listen, that's not. Y'all try to use it because I found a flaw. Yeah, I just found a flaw. I found a flaw in your guy.
What flaw? What flaw?
Ole.
All
He was playing
NBA team.
He was playing Gilbert
He didn't
Arenas
make the All NBA defensive teams.
All
That's it.
NBA only 6 times.
That's the
Yo,
flaw.
it's so crazy that they be trying to downplay Zeke because of like things that come.
Magic never made an all-defensive team, but he was 2-time steals leader.
He said only 6 times. He only made
Only
it.
6 times.
Only. Not he.
12
Not,
time
he didn't make it at all. But
12-time.
only.
12-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA.
That means he made it.
10-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA. All-NBA is more important. It's more important. 11 versus 6. 12 versus 6. So when I say only versus everyone else, he is the lowest on the All-NBA team.
But you're the only one using that as a metric to gauge where we put these people. We're not using all NBA.
I know we're just using
We're
what
not
we
using. We're using skill set. As a point guard, what you do in the position. We're using all those metrics. We're not using how many awards you got.
This ain't got a Finals MVP and he can't crack the top 5.
Nah.
Damn.
Final.
Damn.
Final statement.
What did,
All right, go ahead.
What did the fans vote? Whose list was best? I know.
Gil, it's gonna hurt your feelings a little
It
bit.
better not.
So, final
He's
tally.
sweating. Look at, hey,
final
can we
tally.
zoom in on the sweat?
Final tally.
Can we zoom in on the sweat spots?
We're gonna let these final votes get in. We're gonna let
zoom in on this nigga sweating.
the beads of sweat. We're gonna let the final votes get in.
I don't got a tank top on, so you get all air flowage.
Man,
You got all air flowage.
All right, so nearly 1,000 voters in the chat. Oh, hold on, what happened to the shit? What happened?
Come on now.
Come on, be smart.
Oh, here we go.
Be smart, chat.
So
I know I lost.
first place,
I already know I
the
lost.
chat agreed. Brandon, 50%. Gil, you got 40%. Rashad, as you know, niggas are haters.
I got the sweater on
9%.
and the collar shirt for a reason today. I wasn't fucking around.
Detroit. This is Detroit.
Gil, they said you gotta really make this one up. It's gonna take more than Buff. It's gonna take more than Big Grass.
You really gotta make this up because it's not making no sense.
I did the research.
It's not making no sense. The
I did the
overrated
research.
Isaiah Thomas overrated.
We did not have Isaiah Thomas and champagne to pop to celebrate the end of the season of the
9,000
show.
assists. I mean, what are we talking about?
Isaiah's gonna sit across
Nine,
the
he got
table.
nine.
Why we keep acting like the game wasn't different back then?
He knows it.
Like,
Isaiah,
Okay,
Isaiah gonna be soft spoken. He gonna be like, "Listen, my brother. Listen, my brother. You know."
But that's what I'm saying. The game was different
Not
back
Gil.
then. The game was different back then, but the player that's in front of him is in the same era.
We need Zeke on
like,
the show.
Like 15,000 points in that era.
Ooh, Magic?
I mean, 15,000
Oh, he's talking about
assists.
John.
15,000 assists in that era where you had to catch and shoot.
With,
you know, do you,
with Karl Malone.
Would be
With
about,
Karl- with Karl
would be
Malone.
about 24,000 in today's game.
So if Zeke had Karl Malone on his team, what are we saying?
what are we saying? Like,
What are we saying? If he
had
had
Karl Malone-
Dennis Rodman, Rick
If he had Karl
Mahorn,
Malone, he would have to play defense by himself.
Carmelo, all
Which
them
he can
passes-
do.
We don't know
Carmelo
that.
did what,
He didn't.
32,000 points?
32,000.
Okay, so 15,000 of that it came from me.
Yes.
Where do I have him? Where do I have him on my list? 5?
John?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got him at the bottom. He ain't up there with LeBron them.
You don't have John at all.
Thank you.
That's why you lost. Nobody's agreeing with that shit. Nobody's agreeing with that shit.
Who?
The fans,
Everybody
the chat.
on my list.
Talk about it,
The
D.
chat. Nobody's agreeing with that. That is
I
a terrible list.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so LeBron.
Gil, LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron. I don't even got to use LeBron stats. We already know that. Okay, Magic. 19 and 11. So he averaged a double-double. 12-time All-Star, 12 times, 5-time NBA champ, 3-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, 10 times All-NBA, 2-time All-NBA champ. Who on your list can beat that?
Who's the better point guard?
Magic. The better point guard, Curry only has 5,000 assists.
So,
Okay.
Right, so he's
so
a-
what makes
out
you a
of
better
all-
point
hold
guard
on,
is stats.
okay.
Hold on,
So what makes
hold
you
on.
a better point guard is your stats,
on.
right?
I guess.
That's what
I
he's
guess.
saying.
I'm trying to
guess.
understand this. When you're talking about passing the ball, what point guards do, Curry is the lowest out of probably the top 40. He only has 5,000 assists.
Can I ask you a question then?
I'm
just saying.
I'm a scoring point guard.
But he's a scoring point guard, so I'm using his metrics of what he did.
But is
That's
there-
why he's still 3 on mine.
Is there such thing as a hockey assist?
Think about
Yes.
Is there
Yes,
such thing
yes,
as a hockey assist?
yes,
Where
yes.
does the hockey assist come from?
hockey.
The
Here.
point guard.
Yep.
Hockey.
Boom, boom.
Yep.
Boom, boom. I don't get that assist. I don't get that assist. Boom, boom.
Actually, it comes from the other person. The point guard wouldn't get the hockey assist.
I just said that. I don't get the assist because
The
I'm
point guard-
passing
it's
to
a lot of
him
hockey
to
assists I
pass
have.
it to him.
When I know he
I
go
don't
here,
get the
he go
assist
there.
for setting up the whole team.
Oh, so nobody else falls under that category either, huh?
What do you
Hockey
mean?
assist?
No, that's why I said there's no metric for the position that you've
But we're
been
not
throwing
using
stats in there.
We're not using
There's no
that.
reason to throw stats because it doesn't cover the hockey
Okay,
assist.
then everybody give everybody 2,000.
That's why you take it all away, Gil, and you make it about skills.
How about just give everybody
Make it about
2,000?
skills.
Give everybody 2,000 hockey assists.
No, let's just make it about skills and not stats. Let's
Give
just make it.
everybody 2,000 hockey assists.
Let's just make it about skills.
The fuck does that mean?
Let's take the stats out.
And
Take the stats out. What are we talking about?
All right.
Take the stat. So take all
Zeke is
stats.
better than John Stockton.
In what?
Being a point guard.
What? How? Says who? If you're taking all the stats, what stats
Says
do you
going to the championship and winning it
You
twice.
you said take the stats out. That's a stat.
No, it's not. That's an accomplishment.
Everything is an accomplishment. A stat is an accomplishment. If I'm a scoring leader, that's an accomplishment. An assist leader is an accomplishment. So what are you talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, we can do this all day.
What is an assist? When you have the assist record, it's an
This
accomplishment.
nigga says stats
Right?
is an accomplishment. A
accomplishment.
stat is an accomplishment. A stat is
I
an
didn't say a
accomplishment.
stat.
Rewind.
I didn't say one assist. I said the steals. He's the assist leader. That's an accomplishment. Oh my gosh. So we're taking all of it out. Now what do we have?
Skill.
Who's the better one-on-one player? What the fuck are we doing now?
Who is the better team leader? Skill set. Who sets the team up? Who runs the team? Who can win as a fucking
Who's not
point
better
guard?
playing with Chris Paul?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. So you're saying who runs their team better? The nigga who owns the record for assists.
No, that's the nigga that got the most assists, Gil. That's not the nigga that ran the team the best. Because he didn't win a championship. He didn't win a championship running his team. Isaiah Thomas won 2 championships running his team.
Running his
What was he doing when he's running his team?
Playing point guard.
Nigga, get down here. Come here.
Come up here,
Come over
nigga.
here. What?
Go this
Running
way.
it. Go this way. Let me hit this
Screen
shot.
left, screen left, screen
I'm
left.
going off the 1 foot. My shit is broke.
Switch.
Hey, man. Come on,
Switch,
man.
I got him.
All right, go ahead.
I still don't get it. 'Cause
We know.
He still got to finish his career, and his career says
What's
that.
next?
It seems like we could keep this conversation going when we head to Las Vegas for Summer League. Make sure y'all tap in with us. We're going to be out there first week of Summer League or after that first
You ain't
weekend.
got more assists than damn Big O.